Jersey Institute of Technology last Wednesday, 104-47. They hit 23-point field goals in that game, just 2 off the school record. Cards have had a little time off, a full week, so they've rested a little bit, worked quite a bit, and are geared up for this big road test tonight. We'll visit with the coach, Pat Kelsey, and get his view on the game when we come back. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Thinking about digging, planting a tree, putting up a fence? Hold that shovel. Before you break ground, head to Kentucky811.org or call 811. It's quick, it's free, and yep, it's the law. Submit your request online or call before you dig. Member utility pros will mark where the underground lines are. Don't risk the injury, service outages, penalties, or costly repairs. Safety is in your hands. 811 before you dig. Sponsored by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Pro Rehab Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across Kentuckiana, contact Pro Rehab Physical Therapy today at ProRehab.com to see a physical therapist. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, a proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals and trusted choice for keeping Card fans in the game.
Since you played a game, Coach, I'm sure you and you guys are eager to get back on the court, aren't you?
Yeah, but it's been a productive week. The guys have been locked in. We had some guys that were a little nicked up, so we had some time for guys to recover, but then we were able to go back to do some, preseason type practices where we weren't focusing on a specific opponent for a couple days, and then we locked in later in the week, getting ready for a really tough game tonight.
Is there a balance to freshening up a little bit, but also staying sharp?
There's no doubt. I think Kenny Rogers used to say, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. But your best ability is availability. So, there always comes times in the year when you have little nicks, and when you have a 7 or 8 day stretch, whatever it was, 7-day stretch, you have to utilize that to get healthy. But then we had some really, really high level practices as well.
When you score like this team does, that gets a lot of attention. But I want to go to the other end. Your defense has given up 63 points per game. And, it's not like you're scoring 7. You're scoring in the 90s. So that's a lot of possessions to be limiting teams to that low point total. How are you doing that? And I know that's by design, but how's it coming about?
Well, defense is a mentality and an attitude more than anything. We have a scheme, but everybody has a scheme. It comes down to, how hard you play, the grit and tenacity with which you play with. And that's what I challenge our guys to do every single day. Like, we talk about the nuts and bolts of basketball and our strategy and defending the pick and roll and transition defense and off-ball screening action, all of that. And our philosophy is sound. It works, but it only works if you play really, really, really hard. And that's what I have to say about our guys to this point. They're really playing. They're playing hard and they're competing on the defensive end.
I think one of the great hustle stats in basketball is rebounding. You out-rebounded the opponent in the last game by 38. You had 20 offensive rebounds. That's a lot of mindset, isn't it?
It is a mindset. Just like defense is all about effort, so is rebounding. And, we go by the percentage of misses that we get back and the percentage of misses that the other team gets back. And right now we're really good on both sides of the ball. But just like defense, it's an attitude and a mentality. You got to not only on the defensive end, hit bodies and win your one-on-one block out, but you also, there's 9 other people on the floor and there's five people that don't have your jersey on that are trying to get the ball too. So it's a hustle stat and a grit stat.
By the way, Zoo and Fru, as I like to call them together, each have more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. Do they have a special skill set, or is that just what you go back to? They just really, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, do we have a nickname for them yet? Is it the Oo brothers? You got Zoo and Fru, the Oo. I think rebounding is a knack to a certain extent. They used to talk about how Dennis Rodman had one of the best instinctual rebounding talents maybe in the history of the game. So I think there is a little bit of that. But more than anything, it's just the nastiness of going and getting it. And those guys both do that at a really high level.
You're scoring 96 points a game, and yet you only have 3 double-figure scores. That tells me a lot about the depth, the variety, and the unselfishness of this team.
Yeah, that's the makeup of this team. The hallmark of this team, I think, is our depth and our ability to beat you in a lot of different ways, and we could go deep into our roster, and guys could have big nights. So, at the end of the day, it's your overall efficiency. It's not individual points per game, and I'm satisfied where we're at right now.
There's so many guys I got to ask you about, but I got to go back to one that I asked you about maybe a month ago, and that was Adrian Woolley, and you just raved and said, in a month or so, we're going to be sitting there, and I'm going to be telling you, you're going to see how good he is. Well, not only is he playing well, but he's had to change his role, I guess. He was kind of the guy who carried a lot of the load last year, and this year is surrounded by a lot more talent, so maybe had to learn how to play that way?
That's an interesting thought on that. His role is different. I mean, he was the premier player on that team. He had to do so much for that team. Because of our firepower, he doesn't have to carry that type of weight. And I just think it was a settling in process for him to get comfortable. New program, new terminology, all of that. And he's still a relatively young player. He was only a freshman last year. He's a sophomore right now. But I meant what I said a while ago, and I even think there's more there. We'll probably have another conversation in a month, and he'll probably take another leap.
We'll have more from Coach Pat Kelsey when we come back to Arkansas. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
I'm trying to find quality brake service.
Look no further than Big O.
How about oil changes?
Big O.
Or new wheels?
Big O.
Struts?
Yep, Big O.
Alignments?
We do those too.
Shocks?
Big O.
Inspections?
Big O's the place.
Fluid changes?
Yep.
Batteries?
Yep.
Even filter changes?
See.
And the best tires on the road?
Of course, Big O's got them. Get everything you need only at your locally owned Big O Tires.
Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers, Feeve Intralogistics Corp., 7 Brew Coffee, and Oasis Solutions are proud to partner with your Louisville Cardinals men's and women's basketball teams this year to raise money for local Louisville charities through the Cardinal Charity Stripe program. Each partner will donate $5 to their selected Louisville charity for each made free throw by the men's and women's basketball teams. Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers, Feeve Intralogistics Corp., 7 Brew Coffee, Oasis Solutions, and the Cardinal Charity Stripe give back. One free throw at a time.
Hey Cards fans, this is Tony Collier with the Collier Law Firm. If you get injured, whether it's in the car or on the job, call us. We're your law firm, located right here in my hometown of Louisville. All of our attorneys have experience working for the insurance companies. That means we already got the other side's playbook. And unlike some of those big law firms, our attorney fees start out at 25%. Because at the Collier Law Firm, we got your back, not your wallet. So when you get injured, call your law firm and go Cards.
Just like your Cardinals, Team Chevrolet has game-changing talent at every position, with a lineup led by the legendary Chevy Silverado, where 4 durable engines, including the TurboMax, deliver the capability you rely on every day. Plus, with advanced camera tech, it'll make your most difficult towing jobs a whole lot easier and your confidence even stronger. Check out the hard-working Silverado at your Chevy dealer today. Proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals. Kentucky drives Chevy.
John Calipari has been famous over the years for getting young, talented freshmen, and he gets them to perform. And they got two freshmen that, they're the highest scoring freshman duo in the country. They're two pretty dynamic guys.
Extremely dynamic. Yeah, they sure don't look like freshmen out there, that's for sure. They're both very talented scorers. They can both put the ball in the basket at a really high level. They play with the ultimate freedom, kind of the centerpiece of their offense. But I mean, they have really, really talented players around them as well. So we got our hands full. Our guys have been locked in preparation. I feel good about where we're at.
DJ Wagner, number 21, the grandson of Milt Wagner, his assist-to-turnover ratio is better than 5-1.
Yeah, I mean, he was the number one recruit in the country for a reason a couple years ago. Just a dynamic, athletic, attacking guard. And like you said, he makes really, really good decisions as well. Extremely efficient player.
They play very fast-paced, and they get to the free throw line a lot, which you do as well. How do you win that part of the game?
Yeah, that is huge. I think it starts and ends with transition in this game. The four areas that I talk to you a lot about when we have these interviews is transition, rebounding, physicality, and toughness. And, I think the team that wins the majority of those things is going to win the game. They pride themselves in being one of the fastest-paced teams in the country, and so do we. We thrive in transition offensively, and so do they. So, those have been highlight of our bullet points in preparation in terms of keys to the game, and we got to carry those out tonight.
I was here almost 30 years ago when Louisville won an overtime game here, and I just remember how rabid and loud the crowd was. I know they're still that way. But I think your guys are kind of looking forward to performing in that kind of environment. You've got seasoned pros, and they like that.
Yeah, no doubt. We do have an older team, a veteran team that have been through a lot of these type of wars and, in these type of tough environments when you go all the way down the line. Even to the guys that played internationally in Europe, you look at some of the hostile environments, literally hostile environments that those guys go to play in. So this is what you live for as a player. It's what you live for as a coach. These big stages in a big-time arena, sold out, packed, our first true road game. So we're excited about the opportunity and excited about the challenge.
Final comments from Coach Kelsey coming up next. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Louisville was founded in 1798, and we've been ruffling feathers ever since. Introducing 1798 Blonde Ale from Goodwood Brewing, the official craft beer of University of Louisville Athletics, and the unofficial beer of yelling,
"That was a foul!"
From your couch, bold, crisp, and just spicy enough to make your rival's fight song sound like a lullaby. If the feathers ain't flying, you ain't trying. Goodwood Brewing, ruffling feathers since 1798. Brewed to bring the heat and the winds.
Peripherally, there are some unusual circumstances around this game. I'm talking, obviously, of Coach Cal being here, Kenny Payne now being here. And you were asked about it at your press conference this week. And I found it very interesting the way you talked about how coaches are intensely competitive, but yet there's a great camaraderie, a great fellowship, if you will. And I don't think you have any ill will toward any other coaches I know of, do you?
Yeah, no, it is an ultra competitive business. I mean, I haven't been involved in other industries, but I can't imagine there's as competitive of people as there are in coaching at a really high level. But there is kind of a fraternity. We all know what each other are going through. We're with each other so much in the spring and the summer. And you know, my mentor, I talk about a lot, Coach Prosser, that was one of his favorite things about coaching was just the relationship with other coaches. So, yeah, I mean, it's I'm proud to be part of this fraternity. I'm lucky and blessed for this to be my profession and to feed my family based on, you know, an iron hoop and a leather ball and 15,000 people tomorrow at my workplace.
One other quick question for us. Cason Pryor got the green light to go?
Yeah, he's going to be good to go.
Okay. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thanks, Paul.
That's Coach Pat Kelsey, and we'll be back. This is Cardinal Basketball from Learfield.
Jack here with the sound of a freshly cracked egg, sausage grilling, you busting out of your front door. Oh, hey, no rush. My 2 for $5 sausage croissants are available all day. Get so much more. Plus tax, limited time only. Price and participation may vary.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Whether you're traveling for work or play, it's easier and cheaper than ever to fly Louisville. Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport now has non-stop flights to over 35 cities coast to coast. Boston is just 2 hours away with new non-stops on American Airlines. Visit the West Coast with Spirit's low fares to Los Angeles or Breeze Airways flights to San Francisco. Louisville has low fares and quick flights to great destinations like Vegas, New Orleans, and Charleston. Don't skip that weekend getaway or friends trip. Learn more at flylouisville.com.
Whether it's on the court, field, or pitch, the Cardinals can handle anything thrown their way. It just goes to show that being adaptable and preparing a solid strategy pays off. That's why PNC is proud to support University of Louisville Athletics and their dedication to smart, tested tactics. Just like any big game, when it comes to your finances, there's a lot on the line. And having a dependable team allows you to make the plays you need to reach your goals. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. Member FDIC.
Jack here with the sound of a freshly cracked egg, sausage grilling, you busting out of your front door. Oh, hey, no rush. My 2 for $5 sausage croissants are available all day. Get so much more. Plus tax, limited time only. Price and participation may vary.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
It's time for the Cardinal Spotlight. Once again, here's Paul Rogers.
Hello again, everyone, from Little Rock, or not Little Rock. We're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. That's Louisville and Arkansas, part of the ACC SEC Challenge. 6th-ranked Louisville is 7-0. Number 25, Arkansas, is ranked 5-2. This shapes up as a whale of a game. But before we get to the game, Bob Valvano, I want to talk to you a little about something else. This is Jimmy V Week around basketball, around college basketball, and in particular on ESPN. I know you're actually going to make an appearance on ESPN here right before tip-off and right after that famous speech is played, one that I think you know word for word, and it's a big week for you.
Yeah, it's exciting, and you know I was just visiting with Carl Ravitch. He's doing the game with Jimmy Dykes, and you know that's his question. That's what I think we're going to ask: is did I think it would last this long, and I'd be a liar if I said yes. We didn't know anything about anything at the time. I mean, he did his speech. That's who he was. And ESPN, if the ESPN doesn't say, hey, we're going to get behind this, it would be a totally different story arc, but they did. And it's $400 million, which still boggles my mind, that's been raised. And, the thing that I hope, it's nice to celebrate Jim's life. I loved him. He was such a dear friend as well as a big brother and one of the funniest humans I've ever met. But I don't want to lose, and it's nice that it's $400 million, but you want to stick to the core message, which is you can make a difference in the fight against cancer. And, I am a stage 4 leukemia survivor. My niece Jamie had breast cancer, and neither one of us probably would be here if it was a generation ago, because the drugs that they gave both of us weren't even designed. Mine were not designed until 2015 and 2018, and hers were not much different. So when you give money, sometimes it's hard because we all want to see immediate, okay, I give the money and now, oh, look, that guy's better. But it doesn't work that way, but it really does make a difference. And when you are generously enough to support cancer programs, cancer research, you're saving people's lives. I'm walking proof.
It's a big week, and this is a big game tonight, and we're going to talk more about it when we come back. Louisville and Arkansas tonight here at Bud Walton Arena in Fayetteville. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Did you know the Jeff Weiler Automotive family has sold over 1 million cars in the last 50 years? And we've been in Louisville for over 40 years. And did you know we've been voted the top company to work for annually since 2009? Visit Jeff Weiler Toyota in Clarksville, Jeff Weiler Nissan, the Jeff Weiler Honda Auto Mall, and Mercedes-Benz of Louisville, or at Weiler.com. Jeff Weiler, an official corporate partner of the Louisville Cardinals.
Game day is here, and Kentucky Branded has everything you need to rep your Louisville Cardinals. From tees to hoodies, hats to accessories, gear up in style for the big game. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, we've got the perfect game day wear to make you stand out. Stop by Kentucky Branded today, located behind Trader Joe's in the Shelbyville Road Plaza, and shop the best selection and lowest prices of Louisville Cardinals gear. Show your cards pride and get ready for the win.
Hurt in the car? Call Sam Aguiar.
I'm attorney Sam Aguiar. At our law firm, we know how insurance companies work. They'll try to settle your injury claim with a quick check and for an amount that's way less than what you deserve. Don't fall for it. Get a lawyer. At Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers, we've gotten results that are 10, 25, even 100 times more than the insurance company's first offer. So if you've been injured, check us out online at demandsam.com or give us a call, 502-888-8888.
Things at Zaxby's just got sensational. Because now you can experience their signature Asian sensation flavor 3 different ways. Get that sweet, tangy, citrusy, zesty fusion of flavor rolled up in a giant wrap, drizzled on a salad with an egg roll, of course, or tossed on their famous chicken fingers. Hey, flavor this good deserves its own private menu. Or should I say, Zenu. The Asian sensation lineup. Available only at Zaxby's. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Paul Rogers and Bob Valvano from Arkansas, where the Louisville Cardinals face the Arkansas Razorbacks. Both teams ranked. Louisville is number 6 with its 7-0 record. Arkansas ranked number 25 with its 5-2 mark. And frankly, Bob, it's kind of odd to me. I think the main reason they're ranked is because of that 2. Their 2 losses have been close to very good teams. Frankly, they haven't beaten a real high-caliber team yet this year, but it is a very talented and a talented Arkansas team that plays the game at a very fast pace.
Well, and also they had really impressive exhibition, and it's not supposed to count, but they did play 2 really marquee exhibition teams early, and people are betting on the come with them because they have talent. There's no question they've got talent here, and you are right. They push it, but they are 3rd in the country in fast break points. Louisville's 325th.
Hard to believe.
And yet Louisville is in the scoring is in the top 5 in the country. And the thing that people I hear all the time, and I didn't want to say this at the start because I hear this all the time. Well, Louisville doesn't get steals. They don't get live ball turnovers. That's why they don't have a lot of fast break points. But it's okay. That's why I like numbers because they don't say that. Louisville averages 9 steals a game. Arkansas, which, as we said, is third in the country in fast break points, averages 8 steals a game. Louisville's ranked ahead of them in the national rankings. They're 41st in steals, so that ain't it. I think it's about the tremendous discipline they have. They zip the ball into the forecourt. They play in, out. They compress you, then they expand you, and then they pick all the seams, and everybody buys into that. So that's why they get steals, but they're not going to just race down and take some wild shots. They're going to get it into the forecourt. Guys are going to get the spots, and they're going to attempt to make you chase them where then they can get good shots.
I think many people who aren't really that familiar with Louisville in real close familiarity, I think of them as a team that shoots a bunch of threes, which they do, scores a lot of points, which they do, 96 points per game. They're making 13 three-point field goals per game. The 20 they made in the last game is just 2 off the school record. But to me, again, what makes it all go is what they're doing defensively. Louisville is giving up 63 points per game. Now, if you're Virginia giving up 63 points per game, it's not quite the same when you're only scoring 65 and playing a slow-paced game. When you're scoring 96 points per game, you're giving the ball back to the opponent a lot of times, and to hold him to 63 points, to me, is a pretty remarkable number.
Well, even more telling to me, while that's not insignificant, are look at field goal percentages. They're giving up just 36% shooting and 28% shooting behind the three-point line. That tells me that they are defending it. And they've got the 9 steals, as we said. So, you look at it, they're averaging plus 12 in rebounding and plus 4 in turnovers. It's a little bit fudging it, but it's not a complete exaggeration. Say it's like starting the game with 16 extra possessions. Here you go, guys. Take the ball 16 times, and then we'll start playing even from there. You're going to win a lot of games doing that. So I agree with you. Sometimes because the three is just like the shiny new toy, everybody wants to focus on that, but there are other things that are as telling, if not more telling, for why they've been successful in this early going.
Over the years, I'd never really paid a whole lot of attention to the standings in the ACC, SEC Challenge, or ACC Big Ten Challenge, whatever we had through the years. But it's hard to overlook the fact that last year the ACC did very poorly in this event. They were 2-14, and I think it had a big effect, not just perceptually, but it sort of put them behind the 8 ball to start with, and they never really could climb out of that. And I think it cost Louisville and the ACC when it came to postseason play. So the fact that, by the way, the ACC went 6-3 last night, I think is an encouraging, from the ACC standpoint, and valid stat.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. I mean, it is this 350 some odd teams playing Division I basketball. You can't put them all together and say, okay, well, let's go by common opponents. And you kind of have to, even though it's not fair necessarily, go by the eyeball test and other things. And so there's no question the ACC was down last year. It's, I think, appreciably better this year. The SEC was very strong last year. I think they're a little bit down this year, a little bit, not much, a little bit, but I think it's more about the ACC stepping up. And I agree with you 100%. When people start think at the end of the year about seeding and where the teams are on the national level, what slots they fit in, to do well in this definitely helps you. I don't think there's any question about that. So that was a very encouraging start to go from 2 wins last year to 6 the first night. So this will be a tough task tonight, no question.
2 wins last year. Louisville lost to Ole Miss 86-63 in the ACC SEC Challenge, and the Cards going against 25th ranked Arkansas tonight. Let's pause for station identification. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield. Louisville's last road win against an SEC team, Bob, was way back in 2008 at UK. Now, Louisville has not played that many road SEC games, but still, that's a long time. And I'm interested to see, as I think all Cardinal fans are, just how Louisville executes tonight in its first game before what's going to be a true road environment.
Well, I mean, Cincinnati was not in their home court, but it was, and there were a lot of Louisville fans in that building, as you know, because it was so close. But it was a road game, and we'll see. This is about as roady a road game as you can get, though. There's going to be probably close to, if not totally, 20,000 people in here. The good news is everybody be wearing some shade of red, so they won't feel completely foreign here. But, it'll be a road environment. There's no question, and we'll see if they can silence the crowd early, but it's going to be a daunting task, no question about that.
Going to be pretty full and pretty loud in here. Bud Walton Arena seats about 19,000. Louisville did play here in 1996, won that game in overtime, 91-88. By the way, Louisville played 6 overtime games that year and won 5 of those. The series is 4-4, but 6 of the games have been played in the NCAA tournament, including the unforgettable 1983 game when Scooter McRae's tip-in won the game at the buzzer and set up the first dream game between Louisville and Kentucky in the 1983 tournament. And, of course, they began playing on an annual basis the following season. When we come back, we'll run down the starting lineups for Louisville and for Arkansas. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Louisville was founded in 1798, and we've been ruffling feathers ever since. Introducing 1798 Blonde Ale from Goodwood Brewing, the official craft beer of University of Louisville Athletics, and the unofficial beer of yelling, "That was a foul!" from your couch. Bold, crisp, and just spicy enough to make your rival's fight song sound like a lullaby. If the feathers ain't flying, you ain't trying. Goodwood Brewing, ruffling feathers since 1798, brewed to bring the heat and the winds.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Pro Rehab Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across Kentuckiana, contact Pro Rehab Physical Therapy today at ProRehab.com to see a physical therapist. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, a proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals and trusted choice for keeping Card fans in the game.
This holiday season, you may hear sleigh bells jingling, ring-ting tingling too. But if you're even a little buzzed, one thing that shouldn't be jingling is your car keys. Unless you're handing them to a sober friend.
I'll take those.
And outside, the snow may be falling and friends may be calling yoo-hoo. But if you're impaired, you should call a cab or rideshare service.
Yes.
Drive sober or get pulled over. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Stirring rendition of the national anthem, by the University of Arkansas Pep Band. They had 2 trumpets on either end of the court, kind of tooting their horns at each other. Giant crowd here. It's going to be an exciting game here. I'm going to give you the lineups in a minute, Bob, but first I wanted to give you a chance before you have to go down for a visit with ESPN to just Tell me a little about how you think this game's going to shake out, because both these teams like to go fast. Both these teams get to the foul line a lot. Both these teams are aggressive defenders. It's really going to come down who does their thing best.
I think you made a good point, though, that you kind of slip that in there. Louisville cannot foul them. They shoot 80% from the free throw line as a team and outscore opponents by 7 at the line. Louisville outscores opponents by 8 at the line, but that's because they do it by volume. They get there a lot more. They can't be putting this team on the line. If they can keep them off the line, control the backboards, and not let them run wild in transition, they're going to have a chance to win the ball game. I just can't imagine they're all going to have bad shooting nights. There's too many good shooters. So those are the 3 things I'll be looking for. But, I mean, it's going to be one thing I think we're sure of. Neither team is going to come out and try and be cute with the other one. It's like 2 fighters going to go in the middle of the ring and just start throwing haymakers.
Louisville and Arkansas will tip it off here just in about 15 minutes from now. Louisville 7-0, ranked number 6 in the country. Arkansas 5-2, and ranked number 25. Let's run down the starting lineups for you, brought to you by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring, and the Cardinals will go what's become pretty much their standard lineup. Michael Brown, the 6'5 freshman from Orlando, averaging 17 points and a team best 6 assists per game. Javon Hadley, the 6'7 6-year player from St. Paul, averaging 9 points and 7 rebounds per game. And Ryan Conwell, 20 points per game for Ryan. 20 points, 5.5 rebounds, had 32 with 9 rebounds and 6 assists in the last game, which was interesting because he was coming off a game that was his first under double-figure scoring game when he scored just 7 and came through with that big game in the Cardinals' last contest, that big win over NJIT, 104-47. Isaac McNeely, the 6'4 senior from Polk, West Virginia, 87% of his field goal attempts are threes. He's averaging 12.3 points per game. And Sananda Fru, the 6'11 junior from Berlin, Germany, averaging just under 10 points a game, 9.9, a team best 5.9 rebounds. 24 of his rebounds are offensive rebounds, 17 are defensive rebounds. Louisville, huge rebounding numbers, but again, they do it by team. They have 4 players averaging roughly 5 rebounds per game, but nobody with more than that. For Arkansas, they have a backcourt that is the highest scoring freshman duo in the country. Malik Thomas, who does not start. The other is Darius Acuff, the 6'3 freshman from Detroit, averages 17 points and 4.5 assists. DJ Wagner, the 6'4 junior from Camden, New Jersey, the grandson of former Cardinal great Milt Wagner, averages 8.5 points, almost 4 assists per game, and has a better than 5-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. At forward, Trevin Brazil, a 6'10 senior from Springfield, Missouri, averages 12 points and a team best 7.7 rebounds. Leads the team in blocks with 10. He has 2 double-doubles this year. Carter Knox, a 6'6 sophomore from Tampa, committed to UK initially, then came here to Arkansas with Coach Calipari. He, too, has 2 double-doubles. He has averaging 8.5 points and 5.8 rebounds per game. And Nick Pringle, a 6'10 graduate from Seabrook, South Carolina. He was at South Carolina last year, averaged 9 points and 6 rebounds. This season, averaging 6 points and 5 rebounds for the Razorbacks. Louisville are averaging some 96 points per game. Arkansas averaging 88 points per game. Arkansas outscoring opponents by 17 a game. Louisville 96-63, outscoring teams by 33 points per game. I don't think we're going to have a 33-point difference or a 17-point difference tonight in this game between the Cards and those Razorbacks. Stay tuned. We'll have more coming. Louisville and Arkansas coming up shortly. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Auto Group. And if you are looking to sell your vehicle, we can make it fast and easy. We will buy any model, any make, and any year. You can visit us online today at HuffmanBuysIt.com. Huffman has it.
Cards fans, here's the play call for the perfect tailgate. Head to Liquor Barn and stock up for the game. Right now, save $10 on your purchase of $75 or more with code CARDS10. From bourbon to beer, Liquor Barn has everything you need to win the tailgate. Before you raise your L's up, raise a glass with us. Use code CARDS10 and save $10. Only at Liquor Barn. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate. Please drink responsibly.
For more than 40 years, Nazareth Home has cared for Louisville families with compassion and trust. Now that same care comes home with Nazareth at Home. Whether you're recovering from surgery or need long-term support, our experienced caregivers provide personalized in-home services, helping you age gracefully and live fully right where you're most comfortable. Because when home is where your heart is, Nazareth at Home helps keep it that way.
Call 502-317-2079 or visit nazhome.org to learn more.
Nazareth at Home. Compassionate care delivered where you belong.
Right now, your equity is just lounging around while you juggle credit card bills, half-finished projects, and that bathroom that hasn't seen an update since 1997. Here's the good news. Stockton Mortgage can help you explore how to put that idle equity to work for you. Now, that can mean access to cash. You could use that cash to finally knock out that renovation or just breathe a little easier in life. You know what? Stockton Mortgage can fix that for you. So get started today at Stockton.com to see what's possible. Stockton Mortgage, NMLS 8259, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, where we currently have a huge selection of both new and pre-owned vehicles, all with amazing prices. You can shop us online today at neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
Bob, I know the coaches and players won't address this, but you and I can. This is the beginning of just a phenomenal four-game stretch for the Cardinals over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of stretch that can absolutely skyrocket you to, dreams of long runs in March. I can't say it could derail, but, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Every single one of these games is losable, and if they were to go on a bad little stretch here, it would knock them sideways in a big-time way. So, there's a lot on the line here. It's not college football. Nobody gets eliminated in the first month of the season, but that would be for all the talk about wanting to increase the schedule so that the seeding could be better come March. Well, it only gets better if you win some of those games. You can't,
for sure.
Playing them is not enough. You got to win some. So there's their first opportunity. Cincinnati was not insignificant, but this is another level here.
Coach Kelsey made it clear he was going to schedule as tough as he could and make sure that there was no question as to how good a team Louisville had come the end of the season when those NCAA tournament bids go out. Arkansas tonight here in Fayetteville. Indiana and Indianapolis on Saturday. What an atmosphere that will be with that game being played and shortly after the Big Ten Championship game of which Indiana is a part. And then Louisville has Memphis at home, and then the Cardinals will go to Tennessee. Tip-off coming up shortly, Louisville and Arkansas. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Thinking about digging, planting a tree, putting up a fence? Hold that shovel before you break ground. Head to Kentucky811.org or call 811. It's quick, it's free, and yep, it's the law. Submit your request online or call before you dig. Member utility pros will mark where the underground lines are. Don't risk the injury, service outages, penalties, or costly repairs. Safety is in your hands. 811 before you dig. Sponsored by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
I am cancer-free thanks to the power of U of L Health Brown Cancer Center.
The power of early detection.
The power of clinical trials only found here. The power of holistic care.
The power of second opinions.
The power of academic research.
And the power of expert care close to home. That's the power we need. To learn more and find a Brown Cancer Center location near you, visit uoflhealth.org.
Echoing from the Ville and all throughout the great state of Kentucky.
Lobs it up, it's caught and slammed through.
It's time.
Backs up for a three. Good, and he hit the floor.
For Louisville.
Here goes Hadley, avoids the defender, flying dunk.
Cardinal.
Wide open three, yes.
Basketball.
No way. Oh no, he was falling down.
The revival is here.
Hadley got it, throws a long pass to Roos for a throw down, a foul. Has to shoot a three, he does. Hits it. Oh my goodness.
Get there, get loud.
Shoots a three. There's number 10.
That's ridiculous. It's going to be a show.
Put up ahead at the buzzer, and Louisville wins.
Go Cards. On the Louisville Cardinals Sports Network from Learfield, Louisville Cardinals basketball is on the air, presented by U of L Health. It's game time. Let's go courtside. Here's the Hall of Fame voice of the Cardinals, Paul Rogers.
Good evening, everyone, from Fayetteville, Arkansas, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. The Louisville Cardinals meet Arkansas tonight in the ACC-SEC Challenge. Louisville comes in undefeated with 7 wins. Ranked number 6 in the country, Arkansas is 5-2, but ranked number 25 in part because those 2 losses have been to Michigan State at Michigan State by 3, and then they lost to Duke on Thanksgiving 80-71 in Chicago, a game that was quite close throughout until Duke closed out to get the win right at the end. Other than that, Arkansas's wins are just over Southern, Central Arkansas, Samford, and by 1 point over Winthrop. But still, the Razorbacks a very talented team that are highly thought of with that 5-2 record. Louisville averaging some 96 points per game. Arkansas putting up 88 points per game under former University of Kentucky coach John Calipari, who now has 882 career wins. He went 22-14 last year and took Arkansas to the Sweet 16 in his first season as coach of the Razorbacks. Pat Kelsey, of course, in the meantime, was earning Coach of the Year honors in the ACC for Louisville when they compiled an 18-2 ACC record and advanced to the NCAA tournament, although they were eliminated in the first round. Tonight's officials are Doug Shows, Owen Short, and Chuck Jones. Louisville is in red. Arkansas is in white. Louisville will move to the right. Arkansas will go to the left. We are across the floor and about halfway up the lower bowl in the arena, across from the Louisville bench. And we're about to get this game underway. Highly anticipated, a near sellout here at Bud Walton Arena, which seats almost 20,000. They are geared up for a big game for the Razorbacks, the first true road test of the season for the Cardinals. The only time away from the Center was a neutral site game in Cincinnati, in which, frankly, the Louisville crowd outnumbered the Cincinnati crowd. So the Cards will be, for the first time, really up against a true home crowd today in Arkansas. Waiting for TV to get the go-ahead. Bob Valvano just made his brief appearance on ESPN in honor of Jimmy V Week. Bob working his way back up to me now, and will take his seat alongside, and we're going to enjoy some fantastic basketball tonight here between the Louisville Cardinals and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Sananda Frew will jump center against Nick Pringle. Frew at 6'11", Pringle at 6'10". Ready for the toss. The ball in the air, and it's hit in backcourt to the Razorbacks, and Arkansas will have the first possession. Take it over to the right side. Hand it off, or Louisville, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the red thinking Arkansas. Louisville gets it and but throws it away on a turnover to start the game. Also, my view is blocked by someone standing right in front of me. We are really sitting right in the Arkansas crowd. This is going to be a bit of a challenge, Bob. More so than I was expecting.
Again, the good old monitor.
Yeah, might have to go that way. Arkansas possession. Working out on the point is Acuff. Floats one up, and there's a dunk attempt, but it doesn't go for Brazil. They did call a foul on the play.
Foul on Javon Hadley.
So Hadley is who they call for the foul. And we'll get free throws from Brazil, an 81% free throw shooter. As we mentioned, both these teams get to the foul line a lot. Both these teams outscore their opponents by about 8 points per game. Brazil, the senior from Springfield, puts it up and good.
We said Louisville can't foul him a lot in the first possession. They put him on line, but it's a Cal specialty. He loves to throw that alley-oop to his big guys.
And Brazil's second free throw is in there. So it's a 2-0 lead for the Razorbacks. Louisville brings it into front court. Michael Brown on the bounce, angles over to the high left side. Brown right on the Razorback snout at midcourt. Hands away to Conwell. Ryan out at the top with the ball. Throws to Brown on the left wing. Brown looks, dribbles out toward the top, stops straight away. Brown now goes, gets to the lane, leaves it off to the right to McNeely, throws to the right corner to Hadley, works it down into the lane, kicks it over to the left, back out front to Conwell. Shot clock down to 2. Conwell's going to have to hoist a desperate 3, and he misses. High rebound, though, taken down briefly by Hadley, then knocked loose and out of bounds off of Hadley, and it'll be Arkansas possession.
Well defended by Arkansas in that first possession. They were trying to run a play, as they always do on their first possession. They couldn't get a good look. And Conwell had to hoist a kind of a desperation shot up there.
So here comes Acuff into front court. He gives to Brazil. Bounces to Knox, drives in on McNeely, stops the lane, throws up an awkward shot that misses, and Frew tries to get the rebound, but tied up by Knox. It'll be a jump ball with the arrow to Arkansas.
Well, everybody knows Louisville rebounds like absolute banshees, and so they come out in the early minutes going hard to the glass. We'll see if they're able to sustain that.
Louisville out rebounding foes by 13 a game and been very strong on the offensive glass especially. Pass comes into play in the corner. Wagner sends it back out front to Brazil. Brazil down the left sideline. Wagner comes and doesn't get it. Brazil goes to the basket now, takes it inside and puts it up and in. Arkansas on top 4-0. We played a minute and a half. Michael Brown for Louisville skips to the top left, stoops over on the dribble, passes on the high right to Conwell, drives it in close. Ryan underneath, lost the ball on the way up, and Brazil comes down with the ball. Turnover gives it back to the Razorbacks. Acuff into front court, sends it back out front to Brazil. Couple of bounces, then to Acuff. Slashes down the lane, shoots up a fadeaway jumper and buries it. Tough shot for Acuff. The freshman averages 17 a game, and Arkansas off to a 6-0 start. Brown for Louisville. Watches McNeely go by. Brown rubs his man off a screen. He stays with it, though. Shoots a deep 3. It rims out. Rebound chase down, though. McNeely sends it back out. Conwell around a Frew screen. 3 from straight out front. Good.
Well, that's them. They spread you out. They missed. Secure the rebound. Spread you out again and then find a 3. So maybe that'll settle them a little bit because that was right out of their playbook.
6-3 Arkansas. Wagner bounces to Brazil. Then to Knox out high on McNeely to left side. Here's Acuff pulling up. Doesn't shoot. Conwell defending him. Sends it back out to Wagner. Shot clock under 10. Wagner wants a high screen. Gives it off to Pringle. Now around to Knox. Stops at the top of the circle. Shoots it up and scores.
They are dialed in, I'll say that.
They are.
They know that this is a game that can get them back in the discussion at another level.
Arkansas leading 8-3, 3 minutes into the game. Frew out on the floor, takes it to the circle, leaves it off for McNeely. Out front with it now on Pringle. McNeely drives it down the lane, gets underneath, flips it up, and it rolls in, and he drew a foul on Wagner. He'll get a 3-point play opportunity.
Paul, you're always talking about how he's not a one-dimensional player. You see that there. They had a switch, had a big man on him, and he just drove him to the goal, drew the foul, possible 3-point play.
He likes to score 3 at a time, 3-point field goals, and he's had a few 3-point plays like the one coming up here. McNeely has shot just 6 free throws this year, made 4 of them. That one is good. First sub into the game for Louisville is Adrian Woolley, the sophomore from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. 8-6, Arkansas with the early lead. We played a little over 3 minutes. Acuff brings it into offensive court, feeds it out to the top, gets it right back from Pringle, throws over to the right side to Knox, takes a jab step, then drives, pull-up jumper, no good, and the rebound collected by Woolley, who just came into the game. Woolley runs ahead, off to the side, to the left corner, step sideways, jumper, 3-pointer, no good by Conwell, rebound taken down by Knox.
Good look, though, that's encouraging.
Here's Acuff behind the screen, kicks it off to Knox, right side 3, good. 11-6, Arkansas leads almost 4 minutes into the game. Brown for Louisville, comes across to the top. Michael back and forth on the dribble, throws to the right side, gets it back out front to Brown. Ducks it into the lane through traffic, drops it off underneath, and bobbled, and picked up, though, and put in by Frew after the bobble by Woolley. And the officials What'd they call there?
I don't know.
The officials blew the whistle. Coach Cal was jumping up and down in protest, wanting a traveling call. We are going to have a timeout here, but I'm waiting to see if they might have called a technical.
I thought they might have also, but
I guess we'll find out when we come back. 15:52 to go, 11-8. Arkansas leads over the Cards. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Thinking about digging, planting a tree, putting up a fence? Hold that shovel. Before you break ground, head to Kentucky811.org or call 811. It's quick, it's free, and yep, it's the law. Submit your request online or call before you dig. Member utility pros will mark where the underground lines are. Don't risk the injury, service outages, penalties, or costly repairs. Safety is in your hands. 811 before you dig. Sponsored by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Louisville was founded in 1798, and we've been ruffling feathers ever since. Introducing 1798 Blonde Ale from Goodwood Brewing, the official craft beer of University of Louisville Athletics, and the unofficial beer of yelling, "That was a foul!" from your couch. Bold, crisp, and just spicy enough to make your rival's fight song sound like a lullaby. If the feathers ain't flying, you ain't trying. Goodwood Brewing, ruffling feathers since 1798. Brewed to bring the heat and the winds.
When the Cards win, you win with half-off pizza for Papa John's. The day after a Louisville men's or women's basketball victory, you get 50% off any pizza at the regular menu price. Use code CARDSWIN to redeem at participating Louisville area Papa John's locations. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Paul Rogers and Bob Valvano at Arkansas, where the Razorbacks lead 11-8 at our first timeout. As best we can determine, Bob and I, we think it was just a warning given to John Calipari.
I think so, but I didn't see anybody make a T signal, but I did see one of the officials point to their bench, so that leads me. And Cal was way down on the baseline, so
which is something he rarely does.
No, he's very
very calm. And
like John Wooden, he just sits there.
I remember we were at the Final Four in New Orleans with the elevated court, and he and Coach Pitino were both sitting on those stools. He said they looked like they were entertainers at a nightclub.
Yeah, a bit animated. He knows, though, this is a very important game for his team. And not that it's not for Louisville, but Louisville's got some attention-getting play early in the year. This team, as you said, has been close, but no cigars against the marquee teams on their calendar.
Get your L's up and head to your nearest Liquor Barn or Party Mart store, an official partner of the Louisville Cardinals. Go to liquorbarn.com and download the Liquor Barn app to place an order for pickup or delivery. It's easy to shop for your favorite beer, wine, and spirits at Liquor Barn. Well, Louisville 3 of 6 for the field. Arkansas 4 of 6. The Cards have made 1 of 4 threes. Arkansas made its only 3-point field goal attempt. Kanai Ruth checks into the game for Louisville.
They just announced, Paul, it was a warning given to the Arkansas bench.
It'll be Arkansas ball. Louisville showing that what has become a rather familiar full-court defense. Kobe Rogers has checked in and immediately fouls in backcourt, getting a little too aggressive on Acuff. So that wasn't the intent.
Well, it's important those guys are allowed to be aggressive because those two guys, the backup, if you will, two guards, Rogers and Woolley, are co-leaders in steals on this team. So when they come in, they force some turnovers.
Acuff brings it up on Rogers, gives it over to Brazil, hands it off out top to Knox. Now back out to Acuff again. Bounces out of a double team. Pass goes down to the right side. Knox feeds Pringle down low. Throws it all the way across the floor to Wagner for a three, and it misses. And a rebound underneath, knocked out of bounds. Touched last, I believe, by Roots, and it will be Arkansas ball. DJ Wagner is not a prolific three-point field goal shooter. In fact, he's at 33% actually, 8 for 24, 8 for 25 now after that miss. Rebound is tapped and stolen by Rogers. Kobe heads up court, sends the pass further ahead to Woolley. Shovels it out front to Khalifa. Khalifa dribbles over to the right. Ali, always a dangerous passer, drops it off to McNeely. Back to Khalifa, right at the top of the circle. Throws over to Roos for a left wing three. No good. And the rebound drops to Knox. Arkansas runs it down court, leading 11-8. Wagner has it out deep at the high right, throws to Brazil. Now Acuff takes it out top, guarded by Rogers. Acuff tries to drive on him, stops, goes again. Runner in the lane, off balance, and it rims out. Rebound deflects to McNeely. Isaac wearing neon green and orange shoes tonight. Passes off to Ruths on the left. Out top to Khalifa. Inside underneath the Ruths, a beautiful delivery from Khalifa to Kanai. Ruths inside.
That's the All-State Good Hands play. Khalifa will get a lot of those this year. Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking All-State first. You're in good hands with All-State. Terrific pass.
1 point lead for Arkansas. Razorbacks possession. Pringle drops away to Wagner. Turns down the lane. Scoops and misses. Air ball collected by Woolley. Runs it ahead. Long lead pass. Kobe wasn't looking. He threw it over Kobe Rogers and out of bounds.
That's Rogers' fault. You know, Paul, we've been doing the games 25 years. I probably have said it 2,500 times. When you're on the floor, there's never a time you don't see the ball on offense or defense. Never.
Really surprising that happened because Louisville is so accustomed to getting it down court so quickly, and Kobe was just looking straight ahead and running down court.
Yeah, that's a disappointing turnover there.
Malik Ewan, the 6'11 senior who transferred in from Florida State, is into the game, averaged 14 and 7 last year at FSU. Not so much so far at Arkansas. Also, Richmond is on the floor. Billy Richmond, the sophomore from Memphis. Here's a pass to the left corner. Brazil is open for a three, missed it, and a rebound taken down by Frew. Frew back over there by Ewan. Thought he had it for a minute and wrestled away. Take it down low, back outside. Ewan with a foul line runner. Not a good shot, and McNeely lost it, but fortunately right to Woolley. Woolley cruises ahead, now accelerates. Woolley all the way under the basket. Caught deep, throws it out for Khalifa. Three, no good. Rebound over to Copeland. Good look by Ali. Copeland races ahead, chased by Rogers. Spin dribble, stops the foul line, floats it up for Brazil. Arkansas moves ahead 13-10 over Louisville. Ruths gets it out top to Khalifa. Khalifa beside the circle, throws it out front to Woolley, steps into a three. No good. Arkansas rebound, taken down by Acuff. Arkansas doing a good job on the boards against the Cards so far. Here's Acuff, weaves into the middle. Out front, they leave Brazil, and he knocks down a three.
He's having an enormous game. 3 field goals, one of which is a three, 9 points.
16-10. The lead belongs to Arkansas. McNeely feeds Khalifa at the high right, dribbles into the circle. Ali looking, bounce pass on the baseline. There's Woolley for the layup. Another beautiful delivery from Khalifa.
You know, he was the third guy to make that backdoor cut. And the first two guys, if they don't make it, he doesn't get open.
Right side three. Brazil nailed another one. 12 points already for Trevin Brazil. 19-12 Razorbacks. Kobe Rogers gives to McNeely, fakes the three, out front again to Khalifa. Ali looking, throws over to the left side to Ruths. Kanai backs outside of three-point range, drives into the lane, gets in deep, pivots, puts it up with a short jumper that misses. Rebound collected by Richmond, and he got pushed by Woolley. That'll be a foul on Woolley of Louisville. His first, just the second on the Cards. 12:09 to play. It's 19-12. Arkansas with the lead over the Cards. Arkansas is out rebounded Louisville 9-5. We haven't seen that in a while. Arkansas will put it into play, leading 19-12. 12:09 to go in the first half. Here comes Wagner. Brings it up on the dribble. Wagner over midcourt. One hands the pass to Richmond. Richmond finds Thomas. The freshman Thomas in now. Wagner has it out at the top. Gets it out top to Thomas. Works off a screen. Thomas continues on the dribble. Has it poked away. Rescued near midcourt by Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Wagner on a drive. Takes it in strong. Misses. Followed up and in. Nice put back by Malik Ewan. All right, Louisville retaliates quickly, though, down underneath. A spin dribble reverse layup by Hadley. No good, but a flying tip-in on an alert follow by Frew. Big tip by Frew, so Louisville gets an offensive putback right after the Razorbacks did. 21-14 Arkansas. Bounce pass to Ewan out high. Richmond comes by to get it from him. Takes it down the right of the lane off balance. Delivers a pass off to Brazil. Leans inside and puts one up that rolls in and fouled. Brazil is unstoppable.
Everything he looks at is going in.
3-point play opportunity coming up after the foul. Let me check who got him down under the basket there. It is on Hadley. That's his first foul, and we'll take a break with Arkansas. Is that the second foul on Hadley?
Yes.
It is. 2 fouls on Javon Hadley. And we'll take a break. 23-14. Arkansas leads the Cards. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Your company doesn't need a printer. You need a partner. A partner like Clark & Riggs. Clark & Riggs brings you the whole package. On-demand and variable data printing, direct mail management, e-commerce solutions, warehousing and fulfillment, rapid prototyping, retail solutions from large format signage and point-of-purchase material to branded decor and fixtures. Oh, and the best offset and digital printing in the business. Visit Clark & Riggs at morethanaprinter.com.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So, I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too, for my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile! The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on Essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto-pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports? Download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app. Well, Arkansas's Trevin Brazil has 14 points. That's how many Louisville has as a team. Arkansas leads the Cards 23-14, 11-12 to play in the first half. And right now, Brazil is just a one-man wrecking crew that the Cards can't slow down, Bob.
Well, the only thing you can hope is he only averages 12 a game, and maybe he comes back to earth, and then your guys get going. They've got no points from Brown. They've got 1 3-pointer from Conwell. Hadley hasn't scored. Rogers hasn't scored. Woolley has a layup. So they're guys that have been carrying them offensively. They haven't gotten going yet. But, you know, you can't, not that they're deliberately waiting, but you can't wait too long because this place is packed and they're erupting on every Arkansas basket.
Louisville does have 4 assists on their 6 field goals. But Michael Brown, who usually, even when he's not scoring, loads up the assist pretty early on, does not have an assist yet, as well as missing his only shot. 2 assists from Ali Khalifa for the Cards. But they've been out-rebounded here to start the game, 10-6. And on the offensive glass, Louisville has 2 and Arkansas has 4 rebounds.
I know he's not the most popular guy for Louisville fans, but Cal has historically been a solid defensive coach. Let's put it this way, his good teams were well coached defensively, and he knows how to motivate, and I'm sure he put the fear of God into them when it comes to Louisville's rebounding. So they are swarming the boards, and they've defended very well, and they've defended Brown very well when he was in the game. He's just come back in the game to see if he can get something going.
Trevin Brazil is an 81% foul shooter, including 2 for 2 tonight. And that one rolls off the rim, rebounded by Frew. Cardinals down by 9, 23-14. Brown for Louisville. Over to the left sideline, comes around Frew out top. Malkel stops, throws it across the left. Hadley had to jump high to catch it. Out to Conwell for a 3 and buried it from straight out front.
See, he got the hockey assist. Because he got the defense moving, Brown did. Then he threw it. Hadley found the open man, and Conwell paid it off.
Here's DJ Wagner with the ball. Gives it out top to Brazil. And we got a foul called. It was away from the ball. Woolley is who they called. Second foul on Woolley. So Woolley and Hadley each with 2. And Wagner will inbound from underneath for Arkansas. Wagner feeds it in to the right. Thomas with the ball there. Sends it back out front to Brazil. Then to Wagner. Skips out to the top, guarded by Brown. Wagner tries to run him off the screen. Picks it back out front. Deep three out there. Thomas misses. And there's Brown to soar in for the rebound for the Cards. Brown rushes ahead for Louisville. Accelerates all the way into the rim. His runner came out. Rebound drops to the floor and trickles out of bounds. It was touched last by Brazil. Louisville will get it. Slick move by Michael, and I thought it was going to go in.
Yeah,
somehow climbed out of the rim.
Halfway down. That would have maybe helped get him going, but Louisville getting some rebounding done now. Have a second chance opportunity here.
Brown will inbound from underneath. Louisville trailing 23-17. Brown looks right to Hadley underneath the basket. A double team gives it back to Woolley. Drives along the baseline and gets a bump, and that's going to be a push called on Thomas. Only the second foul on Arkansas. Wagner committed the other one, and here comes Isaac McNeely back into the game from Louisville. And Kaysen Pryor checks in. Hasn't played the last two because of concussion protocol. So Kaysen, after recovering from a knee injury that kept him out most of last year, has had a hard time getting on track this year. Brown to inbound from underneath. Finds Conwell. Backs out a little further from the right side. Throws to Pryor. Kaysen shovels away to Brown. Michael out near midcourt. 10 on the shot clock. Brown slides down the left. Bounces to Pryor. They leave him, so shoots and misses a three from straight on. Big rebound by Frew. And underneath, he falls down, and there's going to be a foul or call. They're going to call a foul. Close to a travel, but they say he was knocked off balance. And it will be an Arkansas foul called on Ewan.
Starting to get some rebounding done now.
Yeah, it's 10-10 now on the board.
Yeah.
And Louisville will inbound again with Brown tossing it in 23-17 Razorbacks. Inbounds to Conwell off to Brown. His three, no good, and bounces over the backboard and out of bounds. Pryor actually caught it, but it had gone over the glass. So out of bounds back to Arkansas.
You state the obvious. They could use Brown to get going here.
Michael 0 for 3, 2 of them threes. He has a rebound, but he does not have an assist. Michael averaging 17 points and 6 assists. His 9 points last game marked the first time he had failed to score in double figures. Richmond has the ball for Arkansas. Pass contested by Conwell. Now here goes Thomas driving. Banks it too hard off the glass. Gets it back. Misses the follow, but fouled on that follow attempt by Conwell. Ryan Conwell's first foul. That's the 6th on Louisville, so they're shooting everything from here on, and this is a 2-shot foul anyway.
They're getting more penetration, well, than Louisville is on their perimeter players getting in the lane, and it's translated into chances at the free throw line.
Thomas, an 83% free throw shooter, and this one rims out. They shoot 80% as a team.
Yeah, that's very, very exceptionally high.
Louisville is just 1 of 1 at the foul line. They are 2 of 4. McNeely hit the Louisville free throw to complete a 3-point play. This free throw, good. 24-17, Arkansas. It's the full court pressure from the Razorbacks. And they drop it off without too much pressure. Here's Brown trotting up court for the Cards. Brown defended by Richmond. Brown skips off to the right. Ooh, throws a pass that is deflected out of bounds. First by Ewan and then by Pryor trying to get it. And it'll go back to Arkansas. Just not a good pass that time by Michael.
That's not going to get it done against this kind of pressure, and that's going to cost Pryor a seat on the bench. I don't think Pat liked the way he broke to get free there, although it was kind of a lazy pass from McHale as well.
Yeah. So Arkansas gets it back with a 7-point lead. Ewan hands away to Akoff. Stop and go move. His runner, no good. And got his own rebound. Kicks to the right corner for a Thomas three. Good. Arkansas having it their way. 27-17. Brown threads his way through traffic. Lost the ball. It bounced off of Arkansas out of bounds over the sideline.
This is not a good showing so far. This is Kansas-esque in the preseason. They got to get some flow going here.
Louisville is committed 4 turnovers, just 1, and points off turnovers of 7-0. Here's Brown pivoting, giving off to Frew for a throwdown. Tricky pass by Brown, who went in the air and pirouetted and gave it off to Frew. But they retaliate quickly, although Louisville slows them on the attack. Now throw over to the right to Richmond, whips it across to the left corner to Thomas. Quick pass out for a Knox 3. No good, and there's Hadley in to clear the rebound.
Good block out by Frew, by the way.
Hadley runs it into offensive court. Defended by Thomas. Hadley pressured, gets it off to Conwell. Ryan puts it on the floor, stops, backs away with travel, backpedal before a 3, and the 5th turnover by Louisville. Malief will return to the lineup for the Cards.
That's a bad turnover, I'll tell you why. Because it's starting to show a little frustration that you don't trust, like a pitcher who doesn't trust his stuff. Just keep doing what you're doing, the shots will come. He tried to force something that wasn't there.
Here's Ewan with the ball out top. Ewan gives to the left side for an Acuff 3. That misses, but dropped right underneath the Knox, turns and missed his scoop, and he goes out of bounds, and then it'll go to the Cardinals.
Wow, Louisville dodging a bullet there.
Sure did. Both teams shooting 42%. Louisville 8 of 19, Arkansas 10 of 24. Not sure what the fans are that unhappy about. It looked like the right call to me from our angle.
Cal's making the whoopee signal.
He wants a review. You get a challenge, and so he's going to use it. Cost you a timeout if you fail. And since there's 8:20 to go, I think we're going to make this a full timeout. Yes, we will. So we'll step away briefly. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio Channel 84 and streaming on the SiriusXM app. 27-19, Arkansas leads with 8:20 to play in the half, and we'll check some other scores when we come back. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Thinking about digging, planting a tree, putting up a fence? Hold that shovel. Before you break ground, head to Kentucky811.org or call 811. It's quick, it's free, and yep, it's the law. Submit your request online or call before you dig. Member utility pros will mark where the underground lines are. Don't risk the injury, service outages, penalties, or costly repairs. Safety is in your hands. 811 before you dig. Sponsored by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Pro Rehab Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across Kentuckiana, contact Pro Rehab Physical Therapy today at ProRehab.com to see a physical therapist. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, a proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals and trusted choice for keeping Card fans in the game.
8:20 to play, 27-19. Arkansas on top of the Louisville Cardinals. This is ACC SEC Challenge Week. And what else is going on, Bob?
Well, we got some top 25 teams in action, some of which are in action in the ACC SEC Challenge, one of which is Alabama, number 12, taking on Clemson. And right now, it's all Alabama. They lead at 31-16 at the actually just approaching the 8-minute timeout in the first half. Another game involving a Louisville opponent that's not part of this challenge. Number 22, IU, has a 1-point lead over Minnesota with just over a minute to go in the first half in Minnesota, 29-28. Indiana leads there in that one. Elsewhere, other ACC, SEC Challenge games. One is underway. Unranked teams, as I said, unranked teams. LSU 18, Boston College 14, with just under 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. A little bit later, SMU will take on number 17, Vanderbilt. Number 20, Auburn will take on NC State. And then UVA will take on Texas, and Georgia Tech against Mississippi State. All those as part of the SEC ACT Challenge.
Clark & Riggs Scoreboard brought to you by Clark & Riggs, providing business solutions for over 20 years. Visit Clark & Riggs at morethanaprinter.com. And it was a worthy timeout for Coach Cal because they reversed the call. It is Arkansas's ball under their basket. The Razorbacks leading 27-19 over Louisville.
You know why I got nervous it was going to be their ball? None of the players started walking to the other end of the floor. They all stayed down here. I was like, they usually know who was really off. So that was not a good sign.
Acuff will inbound the ball. Doug Schals hands it to him.
Oh, my God.
Acuff gets it right underneath. You rarely see that happen. Richmond with an easy 2 off the inbounds play. As good as Louisville is at executing underneath out of bounds, they're usually that good at stopping them as well, but not then. Rogers weaves ahead of the front court. Khalifa has it now. Hands off to Conwell. Ryan pulls up, gives out to Khalifa. Back to Conwell out front. Backs away even further. Conwell a deep 3. No good. Rebound chased down in the corner, and we're going to get a foul. Did they call a foul on Kobe or just out of bounds?
It's going to be a foul on Kobe Rogers.
Kobe with a push. One of the bonus now. Kobe commits his first foul. But Arkansas will be shooting free throws.
Louisville shooting just 18% behind the three-point line.
Acuff shoots 76% at the line. 2 points tonight. Free throw good. Averages 17 points and a team best 4.5 assists for the 5-star freshman from Detroit.
Just trying to push that rock uphill here for most of the first half.
11-point lead by Arkansas. This is the largest lead they've held. They bring in Brazil back. He was on fire when he left the game, and Pringle returns. Brazil scored 14 points in the first 8 minutes of the half. Free throw good again. So Arkansas has the advantage on the backboards and at the free throw line. Two things that both these teams usually use their advantage. Something's got to give. So far, Arkansas has the advantage there. Brown for Louisville has it at the point. Brown slides off to the left. Brown still dribbling. Not a lot of movement here. Brown still with the ball. Shovels away, finding to Conwell. Back to Brown. Front left 3 for Michael. He was open and he buried it. First 3 for him.
They're doing a really good job of Arkansas. They're not allowing Louisville to pass the ball. They're daring them to beat them off the dribble because they're so good at moving the ball.
Acuff on the dribble, guarded by Rogers. Acuff circles out near midcourt. Rogers gives us some pressure. Khalifa comes at him with a double team. Off to Pringle. Then off to the right and was on the sideline when he called it. I believe he was. Sideline perfect defense. Stands again. And Louisville will get the ball back on a turnover. 31-22. They briefly had it at 12 at 31-19 before that three-pointer a moment ago by Michael Brown. Conwell walks it in the front court. Conwell at the high left, comes across toward the right. Conwell maintains the dribble. Passes off to Brown. Deep 3 from out front. No good. Willie tried to get it, couldn't. Acuff falls down, and it's going to be a travel.
Of course it is, yeah.
I think they were debating whether to call a foul, and when they didn't, they had to call the travel. He just landed off balance and fell down.
One or the other, Paul.
Coach Cal protesting, as it frequently does, saying it should have been a foul. Cardinal ball. Brown drops it into the corner, then out to Khalifa. Sends it to the top to Conwell. Throws the high left to Hadley. Goes and gets it back. A sloppy exchange. And he tries to get it back in the corner. Does get it out to Khalifa. Khalifa has it knocked away. And they do finally come up with the ball. Save it inbounds, but to Khalifa. Now to Brown. What a hectic exchange that was. Left corner 3. Conwell too hard. Khalifa tries to get it. Can't. And it's going to be a foul on Ollie Khalifa going over the back. Khalifa commits his first foul. McNeely comes off the Louisville bench. 1 and the bonus again.
Excuse me, that's not on Khalifa. It's on Woolley. It's his third foul.
Oh. Woolley's third, so take the foul away from Khalifa. In the meantime, Arkansas 5 of 7 at the line. Louisville shot just 1 free throw. And they're at the line again for 1 in the bonus. Thomas at the stripe. 4 points for the freshman from Pittsburgh. Thomas and Acuff, the top-scoring freshman duo in the country. A nice Arkansas fan in front of me just gave you 2 packs of M&Ms.
Be a nice halftime treat.
Yeah, nice people. Thomas averages a team best 17.5 points per game. And he hits the free throw. 5-star recruit from Pittsburgh, one of 2 5-stars. That's something you commonly see on a John Calipari roster. Thomas shoots and scores again. 11-point lead, 33-22. Arkansas leads the Cardinals. Inbounds pass is not a good one, but it is saved, fortunately, and Khalifa comes up with the ball. Double dribbled.
No, it's
10 second count, sorry. That got done 10.
He's telling you the shot clock was set wrong.
Yeah. That was way short of 10 seconds.
Well, if it says 16,
right,
they must have set it at 20, so it should be 26 now, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what threw me. I saw the 16. There's no way. It took 14 seconds to get there, and then anyway, they got it straightened out.
Yeah, but now Louisville's got to inbound it again, which is a nuisance.
Has not been an easy thing to do tonight. Hadley finds Conwell. Ryan runs it ahead over midcourt. Conwell starts left, works it to the right, still going on the bounce. Conwell at the high left, guarded by Pringle. Louisville doing a lot more one-on-one stuff. Here goes Conwell, drawing it off the left corner to Hadley, 9 to shoot. Hadley shovels away to Conwell. Ryan's going to drive it, gets in close, reverse scoop, doesn't get over the rim. Rebounded by Brazil.
No ball movement.
Brazil races ahead, slows up now. Looking to give it away to somebody, has to scoop it underhanded out front to Thomas. Thomas puts it on the floor, guarded by Brown. Back out deep to Acuff. Acuff on the Razorback. Dribbles over toward the right. Whips a pass to left corner. There's Brazil. Doesn't shoot. Hadley closed out on him. Gives it up. And there's a 3. Doesn't go but a foul. Michael Brown knocked down Malik Thomas. So Brown commits his second foul. And Thomas goes right back to the free throw line for 2 more.
Brown's first foul.
Oh, and I must have given. Well, anyway, okay. This elevated position has me all out of sorts.
You'll get the oxygen. Your brain's not getting enough oxygen up here.
Thomas at the free throw line, where he's made 3 for 4, and it's that one.
It's pretty much been all Arkansas. Louisville has not had any stretch where the game has gone their way. And Brown has not played nearly the level that they need him to play. Hadley's been quiet.
Brown has only 1 assist and 1 turnover and 1 field goal.
Hadley's got no points, 1 shot attempt, only 1 rebound.
Free throw good again. So it is a 13-point lead, 35-22. So that was a 3-point attempt. I thought I said 2 shots, but he is getting 3. And he hits another one. So Thomas makes a 14-point lead. He is 6 of 7 at the free throw line. They are 10 of 12. Louisville 1 of 1. Conwell in backcourt. Louisville trailing by 14 points. 5:45 to go in the half. Conwell into offensive court. Here comes the screen from Brown. Up gets the pass instead. Brown out at the top. Throws over the high left to Conwell. Gets it out front to Frew. Hands away to Conwell. Ryan drives it, shoves away to Roos. Right wing 3 by Kanai. No good. Rebound to Pringle.
Their offense is absolutely stagnant.
Yeah, nothing like what we usually see with a swift ball movement. Here goes a quick cut and a drive to the basket, but the runner is missed by Acuff. Drops to the floor where Roos picks it up. Spin dribble by Conwell to avoid a defender. Then loses it after that in a tie-up as they jump on the ball. But the arrow is to Louisville. About to get a scramble. Kanai stood in to protect Conwell, who was on the ground, and there was a little bit of bumping and pushing going on, but nothing transpired.
Not a good. Conwell jumped in the air and tried to throw it around the defender while he was in the air. They're doing things we are not used to seeing them see. They're not used to seeing them do.
Cards have committed 5 turnovers, but it seems like a lot more than that. Points off turnovers are
9-0.
Yeah. Well, that's why it seems like more than 5 turnovers, I guess.
Absolutely right.
Louisville inbound in left front court. Conwell drops it into play to Brown, nearing the 5-minute mark. Brown defended by Richmond. Brown trying to create some space. Comes the screen from Frew. Brown still on the bounce. Michael back and forth on the drill. Pulls up from that bad three that misses short and bounces off Frew and out of bounds. Louisville is just not moving the ball, and Coach Kelsey is not too pleased right now, and he's going to call a timeout. 36-22 with 4:55 to play. Arkansas on top of the Louisville Cardinals. Louisville basketball is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs for protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE at progressive.com.
Who are these guys in the Louisville jerseys tonight?
Nobody I know.
35% shooting, 19% behind the arc, 3 of 16. They've only taken one free throw. I said in the pregame, you asked about the keys, one of which I said was don't put these guys on the line. Louisville's put them on the line 12 times and only gone to the line once themselves. You mentioned a moment ago, Paul, no points off turnovers for Louisville, 9 for Arkansas. So they are just getting beat in all the things that they normally do well, and we're going to be particularly important tonight.
Cards have missed the last 5 shots. The ball movement just is not as crisp as it usually is.
Getting out rebounded 18-12.
All adds up to a 14-point deficit. Arkansas with the basketball inside 5 minutes to play in the first half. Here comes Acuff into front court. Drops it off to Richmond. Richmond throws on this high left to Thomas. Thomas brings it toward the middle. Thomas picks up his dribble. Now does get it away out to Acuff near midcourt. Acuff stumbles on the dribble and just lost it out of bounds over the sideline.
Well, see if they can get some points off turnovers for a change here. They haven't had any success so far.
And for Arkansas, DJ Wagner replacing Gary Zika.
DJ Wagner returns to the court for Arkansas, replacing Thomas. That fan who gave me the M&Ms is the guy who keeps standing up in front of me. I don't know if we're even or not on that exchange.
Maybe it was a little bit of a bribe.
Here's Frew out top with the ball, throws on the right side. Out front to McNeely, let's go with 3. Oh, came off, but right to Ruth. Dribbles, throws back to McNeely, another 3, another miss.
Jeez.
And the rebound taken down by Pringle. Good looks by McNeely, can't fault the shot selection.
Wow.
Isaac McNeely, a 43% three-point shooter. But tonight, 0 for 2. Long pass to the right. Richmond drives baseline, gets to the rim, misses a dunk, but is fouled. I believe they're going to call Frew for the foul.
Yep.
And that is the first foul on Sananda Frew, and that will get us to our under 4 timeout with a 36-22 lead for Arkansas over the Louisville Cardinals. We'll be back. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Just like your Cardinals, Team Chevrolet has game-changing talent at every position, with a lineup led by the legendary Chevy Silverado, where 4 durable engines, including the TurboMax, deliver the capability you rely on every day. Plus, with advanced camera tech, it'll make your most difficult towing jobs a whole lot easier and your confidence even stronger. Check out the hard-working Silverado at your Chevy dealer today. Proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals. Kentucky drives Chevy.
Here's Tom Drexler.
This is Tom Drexler with Tom Drexler Plumbing, Air, and Electric. Proud supporter of the Louisville Cardinals. Just like the Cards, we believe in being the best. That's why only the best technicians wear the Tom Drexler uniform. I promise you will be a fan of our upfront pricing and clean professional service. For all of your plumbing, heating and cooling, or electrical needs, make the right call. Dial 1 Tom Drexler.
Call the plumber whose name is his number. Call the plumber whose name is his number.
Dial 1 Tom Drexler, that's his number.
Yeah.
Get your L's up and head to your nearest Liquor Barn or Party Mart store, an official partner of the Louisville Cardinals. You can place an order for pickup or delivery through the Liquor Barn website or app. It's easy to shop for your favorite beer, wine, and spirits at Liquor Barn and Party Mart. Go Cards. Well, there are John Calipari fans, Bob, and John Calipari detractors. He certainly had more than his share of success against the Louisville Cardinals over the years. The one thing about his teams, it seems when he gets his teams together, he gets great talent and gets them to play really, really hard. And they're sure doing that tonight here against
Louisville. They are. They came out tonight, I think, understanding the importance of this game. They're just clinging inside the top 25. They've had a couple of opportunities early. They haven't been able to close games out. Louisville caught them at a bad time, but Louisville's got to take some responsibility for this too. They've been moved off of their game too easily tonight. I'll give you an idea. I've been sitting on the Toyota drive of the game and looking for an opportunity to use it and haven't had a chance because nobody can get by their man defensively. They're just dribbling in place, no ball movement, no player movement, and that has translated into a very bad shooting percentage.
At UMass, Coach Cal went 2-0 against Louisville. At Kentucky, 13-3. At Memphis, though, he went 4-5. So the Cards got the best of it when he was there. Now in his second season at Arkansas, remember they got off to a horrific start last year. They were 0-5 in the SEC, and then came on strong and made a run to the Sweet 16. Free throws coming up for the Razorbacks. Billy Richmond at the line, an original commit to UK, and then came here with Coach Cal after he made the move. Richmond 2 points tonight. And the sophomore from Memphis gets his third point, and they have continued to build their free throw advantage. Louisville only one free throw. Isaac Neely hit that. Arkansas is 11 of 13 with another one coming here, and he hits.
This is really picking nits, but oh my goodness, they just threw the inbounds pass away, unpressured.
Turnover gives it back to Arkansas. Right wing three. No good by Acuff and knocked out of bounds by Pringle. I thought they're going to go which way? Nope. Frew and Pringle went together for it. It looked to me like maybe Pringle did, but they say Frew touched it last. So Louisville down by 16. Their biggest difference in the game and this season. They haven't trailed this much. Inbounds pass to the corner. Brazil, he was on fire earlier and he buries another one. 19 first half points for Brazil. It is 41-22. Conwell passes to Brown, out at the top, turns down the lane. McHale with a flying dunk. That'll give you a drive of the game, Bob.
Finally, thank you, McHale. Toyota drive of the game brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Not much doubt about that. I think he finally was just pissed off enough to say, I've had enough of this. I'm going to go to the basket and do it myself.
And in the process, Trevin Brazil is on the floor. But that was an aggressive drive to the basket by Michael Brown, who
this
poured through just his fifth point.
I just said this is definitely picking nits, but this is a Nike ball they use here. Louisville uses an Adidas ball. And I wonder if that affects the shooters. I really wish they would have one ball for college basketball. It seems kind of crazy. This isn't golf. You don't get to just pick your ball when you come down and tee it up. But because they're not shooting very well at all. And I don't know. What did we use at Cincinnati? I don't know what Cincinnati is. If they're an Adidas team or...
Brazil looked like he landed awkwardly on his ankle. He is now up, and he is walking back to the locker room. But I saw a replay, and boy, I thought it might be the knee. It was one of those where he landed awkwardly. You just kind of saw the whole leg bend, but he was reaching toward his ankle.
Very strange, though, because he walked to the locker room
like he was fine.
Very aggressively, no limp. So, and if it's a leg injury, that's usually where it shows itself. So, I don't know. We'll see.
41-24. The Cards still down by a sizable margin, but that dunk was pretty spectacular. Here's Acuff working it in the front court. Bounces to Richmond. Richmond bounce pass on the left to Wagner. Wagner guarded by Brown. Bounces it back out front again to Acuff. Tries to rub Conwell off the screen. Hooks the pass back out to Pringle. Drops it down left side. Knox brings it back out. Knox feeds down low to Pringle. Gives it back out front. 7 to shoot. Here goes Acuff to the rim. Slapped out of bounds by Frew.
Arkansas's offense looks like Louisville's offense usually does. Remember, I talked last game, I even mentioned it to Pat after the game, how many ball reversals they usually get. They haven't gotten any today.
Arkansas will inbound with 3.9 to shoot. It comes in. Not sure he's aware. Pringle shoots just before the buzzer and misses. And there's a rebound to Brown of Louisville. Brown shoots ahead. Continues on the dribble. Cuts over to the left. Michael backs outside. Conwell comes out. Pass, though, goes a contested pass, but caught by Frew. Here he goes, ready again for a dunk.
Well, went for steal, didn't get it. Frew took advantage. 8 points for him.
41-26. 2.5 minutes to go. Here's a throw up, and they didn't complete the alley-oop, and it comes down to Frew. Sends the outlet pass to McNeely. Leaves it for Frew, trailing. Shovels away to Conwell behind him. Conwell out front with the ball. Throws to McNeely on the top left. Isaac floats it up. There's Frew again, but couldn't quite get it to the rim. Here comes Arkansas the other way. Long pass underneath, caught by Richmond. Reverse layup doesn't go, and Hadley's there to pull it down. Both teams missing on opportunities. Here goes Conwell in deep. Turns around, fadeaway jumper came off. Rebound to Richmond. They race the other way again. Richmond coast to coast, flew by everybody. That is unacceptable. Rarely do you see Louisville not get back like that. 43-26, so they undo all the good they had done a while ago. Pull up three, Brown, no good. And there is the rebound by McNeely. Brown is slow to get up. There goes McNeely, taking it toward the baseline. Stops, fakes, leans in, puts up a shot that misses in close, tipped in by Frew. Frew with the offensive putback.
First
and
guy
it's
in double
43-28. He's got 8.
I had him for 10, no?
You cheated and gave him somebody else's.
I'll have to see from where.
Not sure yet. 1:15 to go. And here goes Acuff driving on Frew. Throws up an awkward shot that goes through. Had to get it over Frew. And Acuff knocked it down. 45-28 with just over a minute to go. Michael Brown races down court. Running layup. No good, but fouled. So he will get to the free throw line.
I'm not sure how you could confuse Frew with McNeely, but I did give
I told you we're challenged with the obstructed view here tonight on occasion.
I mean that's not an easy one to confuse there.
That foul was on Acuff, by the way. So Brown is at the free throw line for the Cardinals. The Cardinal charity stripe each made free throw, and he misses the first one. Means another donation to Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers, Fee Vendor Logistics Corp, 7 Brew Coffee, and Oasis Solutions. The Cardinal charity stripe goes back one free throw at a time from those companies. Brown, an 86% free throw shooter, but missed that one. He'll get another one here. Just 5 points for the freshman tonight. Only 1 assist. Shooting into part of the student section. He misses that one also. 45-28 Arkansas. Louisville's been outscored 12-1 at the free throw line. Pringle holds the ball, shovels it away. Here goes Acuff on the attack, foul. The shot comes off the rim, but he'll get to the free throw line again.
This has just been a complete breakdown at both ends for Louisville. They're not defending well, they're not passing well, they're not shooting well, they're not getting to the free throw line, they're committing too many fouls.
Toby Rogers with 3, by the way, after that one, and Acuff back at the line.
So that's 2 guys with 3 now for Louisville.
They miss a free throw. The other one is Woolley. Acuff, who averages 17 points per game, has just 6 tonight. 4 rebounds and 6 assists. Misses again. Somebody put a lid on the basket from the free throw line for both teams. 42 seconds to go. Rogers in the front court off the Brown. Front left 3. Deep one, no good. Rebound bounces to Thomas. Thomas walks it up court with 33 seconds to go. Acuff now into offensive court. Slides off to the right. Hooks the pass up top to Pringle. Poked away, but recovered near midcourt. Thomas has it, 14 to shoot. Thomas bumps into Khalifa, and that'll be a foul on Ali Khalifa. Get a little bit of an exchange between Khalifa and Thomas, but Ali commits his first foul. So they will try to get even more at the free throw line. 12 of 16 at the foul line. Louisville 1 of 3. Cards have committed 12 fouls. Arkansas just 4. Often you say, hear Coach Kelsey talk about defending without fouling. Were they checking something at the monitor? They're looking at. There was a little exchange there between Ali and was it Thomas? I forgot who. I didn't see anything that would warrant necessarily a flagrant foul. I'm not sure what they're looking at. He does bump into Thomas. Continues to ride him tight. I don't see anything there. I'm not sure what they're...
He knocked the ball away from him after it was... Oh, there we go.
Richmond bumped into Khalifa later on.
That should be Richmond. That should be on Richmond.
Yeah, that was not a good look. Fans, our next Pat Kelsey show will be this coming week. It'll be on Monday, but it will be a private show at the basketball offices. Well, it won't be at Roosters. We'll be there at the basketball office, but we will be back at Roosters on Thursday, December the 18th. The Pat Kelsey Show each week, brought to you by Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Well, the story of the game's been, in addition to Louisville's having no answers for the defensive pressure that Arkansas put on them, Brazil has been unbelievable. 3 3-pointers, 17 first-half points.
Actually, 19, I believe, doesn't it? Let's see. No, 17. Yeah, it says 17. Well,
I don't trust myself anymore.
I don't trust me either.
Going to the monitor.
So I'm not sure what gave his, but he was on fire early in the game. He has tempered off somewhat, but he does have 3 threes. You're right about that. 3 for 4 in 3-pointers. Not normally a big 3-point shooter, just 4 of 16 on the year, and he's taken half that total here. Technical fouls on both players, you said, right? Khalifa.
Yeah, why did Khalifa get one?
Maybe for that little batting the ball out of his hand. There wasn't much to it.
But you know what? The problem I have with that is if that were what they were calling it for, they should have blown the whistle on that right away.
Exactly.
They didn't. And they're at the line because the foul that started it all, they've in the bonus.
Free throw is good by Thomas. 10 points for him, including 7 of 8 at the free throw line. Just 19 seconds left. 46-28. Louisville averaging 96 points per game. Going to be hard pressed to get a third of that. Probably won't get a third of that here in the first half. Free throw, good.
You said that Arkansas outscores opponents by 17 a game. We're not going to see that kind of margin. We're going to see that in the first
in the wrong way. Brown brings it into front court for the Cardinals. 12 seconds. Fans come to their feet. Brown dribbling out near midcourt. Brown still dribbling, gets it to the foul line. His runner bounces off, but got fouled on the shot. So with 3.4 seconds left, Louisville at least can get something at the free throw line. Richmond commits the foul, his second. The first one was that technical a moment ago.
Cal wants to review that, but that's not a reviewable play.
Brown missed 2 free throws earlier. Again, Louisville 1 of 3. McNeely hit one early, then Brown missed 2 after that. Brown 1 of 7 in threes, 2 of 9 from the field overall. Michael, the freshman, shoots it up and short. So he's 0 for 3 at the line. He came in at 86%. 3.4 seconds to go. So after this, Arkansas will have a chance, perhaps, to get more. And a timeout called.
Cal's going to try.
Calipari called the timeout.
Play here.
Well, we mentioned earlier that they can't look ahead, but we can. And this is the beginning of a treacherous 4-game stretch for Louisville here tonight in Indianapolis against IU Saturday, back at home, Memphis, and on the road at Tennessee, who to me was a bit of a surprising loser, I'll say, at Syracuse last night, albeit by just a point. Their second straight loss, though.
The guy who made the free throws for, looks like basketball and coaches lose their mind. The guy who made the free throws to win the game for Syracuse, 42% free throw shot.
Did he make them both or make just one? I can't remember. I think it might have made just one.
Just one.
Brown at the line for one more free throw, and hit or miss, then Arkansas will see what they can get in 3.5 seconds. Brown 0 for 3 at the stripe tonight. Hit that one. Arkansas will inbound the ball. It's going to be Knox to take it out of bounds. Knox looking to throw long and throws short instead. Here comes Thomas to midcourt. Lets it go on the fly. Hit the rim and bounced off. Halftime score, 47-29. The Cardinals facing their largest deficit of the year by far. Arkansas leads it over Louisville at intermission. Halftime coming up here in Fayetteville. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Pro Rehab Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across Kentuckiana, contact Pro Rehab Physical Therapy today at ProRehab.com to see a physical therapist. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, a proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals and trusted choice for keeping Card fans in the game.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
Louisville was founded in 1798, and we've been ruffling feathers ever since. Introducing 1798 Blonde Ale from Goodwood Brewing, the official craft beer of University of Louisville Athletics, and the unofficial beer of yelling, "That was a foul!" from your couch. Bold, crisp, and just spicy enough to make your rival's fight song sound like a lullaby. If the feathers ain't flying, you ain't trying. Goodwood Brewing, ruffling feathers since 1798. Brewed to bring the heat and the winds.
This is your halftime report, sponsored by U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports, official sports rehab provider of the Louisville Cardinals.
And welcome inside the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports halftime report. Louisville trailing Arkansas here at the Bud Walton Arena, 47-29 in the ACC SEC Challenge. Could not have been a tougher shooting first half for the Cardinals. 3 of 20 from beyond the arc, just 40% from the foul line as well. And I was telling this to some people over in the media row at halftime. Louisville, you can't go 3 of 20 from beyond the arc and then also make 12 less free throws than your opponent on the road against a top 25 team and win. And that's so far, that has been elusive for Louisville tonight. And you hear the applause as Ryan Silverfield is being introduced as the Arkansas head football coach here, but we will run down some of these first half stats. Leading in and scoring, Trevon Brazile for Arkansas just came in shooting 25% from beyond the arc. 2 made threes for Brazile, 17 points in the first half. He did go back to the locker room with what appeared to be a foot injury, and he has not returned. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Also in double figures for Arkansas, Malik Thomas with 11 points. And then for Louisville, Sananda Frew leads the Cards in scoring 8 points, 4 of 5 shooting for Sananda, 4 rebounds. Michael Brown Jr. also 6 points, 1 of 7 from beyond the arc, just 1 assist for Michael. The Cards have turned it over 6 times. Michael has 1 of those, but Arkansas is able to score 12 points off those 6 turnovers, as well as out-rebounding Louisville 25-19, 13 second chance points for the Razorbacks. Arkansas leads at 47-29 through the first half over Louisville. William McDermott taking you through the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports halftime report. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
With the money they saved and earned by enrolling in LG&E and KU's new energy efficiency programs like Online Marketplace and Bring Your Own Thermostat, Frank was able to buy a pygmy goat. Sheila got bagpipes. Harry bought 10 pounds of Monk's Head cheese. Christy learned the Watusi and the Macarena. And Bruce, he bought a bicycle. Because he's just out there. Sign up now to earn money and save for whatever you're into. Visit lge-ku.com/save.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So, I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone too for my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile! The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on Essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Louisville. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
47-29, Arkansas over Louisville through the first half. Here inside Bud Walton Arena, William McDermott inside the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports Report as the Cardinals halftime down 18 and not shooting the basketball well, not rebounding the basketball well. Louisville's also turned it over 6 times, and Arkansas's capitalized for 12 points off of them. Elsewhere in the ACC SEC Challenge, Clemson and Alabama. It's 45-30 Bama at the break in Tuscaloosa. 39-31 LSU on the road at Boston College. Just starting the second half there. Later tonight, SMU will visit Vanderbilt. NC State will visit Auburn. Virginia's at Texas, and then Mississippi State will go to Georgia Tech. Entering the day, the ACC was leading the event with a record of 6-3 through the first night of the ACC SEC Challenge. Not going well here for Louisville, but elsewhere in the top 25, Iowa State's beating Alcorn State 35-13. Indiana's beating Minnesota 39-37, and then, as I mentioned, Alabama beating Clemson 45-30. Throughout the year, Prairie Farms is proud to partner with the Louisville Cardinals to showcase the standout student athletes over the past 7 days of competition through the Prairie Farms Student Athlete of the Week Award. Follow the Cardinals on Facebook or X to cast your vote for this week's Prairie Farms Student Athlete of the Week. Louisville down 18, still more to come on the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports Halftime Report. This is Cardinal Basketball from Learfield.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
William McDermott at halftime in Fayetteville as Louisville trails Arkansas 47-29. Lots of reasons why Louisville's down 18 at the break, but one of them has been the inability to keep Arkansas off of the foul line. 18 free throw attempts for the Razorbacks in the first 20 minutes. Arkansas made 14 of them. Louisville just 2 of 5 from the foul line. Arkansas also 5 of 11 from distance. Louisville 3 of 20 from distance, and it makes sense that Arkansas is also out-rebounding Louisville 25-19. Just 6 turnovers for Louisville, but Arkansas has scored 12 points off of them. Mentioned the fouls, 18 attempts for Arkansas. There are a few players in foul trouble for Louisville. Adrian Woolley and Kobe Rogers, both guards off the bench for the Cards, have 3 each. Javon Hadley has 2 fouls, and then Ali Khalifa has 2 fouls after picking up that late technical on the dead ball in the final minute of the first half. So some foul trouble for the Cardinals. Sananda Frew leads them in scoring with 8 points. If there is one thing Louisville has done well, it is score the basketball in the paint. 18 points in the paint for Louisville to Arkansas's 14. But again, the statistics that Pat Kelsey likes to be ahead in: assists, they're down 2 to Arkansas. Rebounds, they're down 6 to Arkansas. 3-pointers, they've made 2 less than Arkansas while attempting 9 more. And then they've also made 12 less free throws than Arkansas. And the Razorbacks 8 fast break points to Louisville's 0. It has been a tough go in the first half for Pat Kelsey's Cardinals. Still lots of time left for Louisville. They have come back in games before under Pat Kelsey, and they'll have to do it again tonight at Arkansas, down 18. The shooting can certainly get them back in it. It'll help if you don't go 3 of 20 in the second half. They only made 3s in the first half for Louisville. Michael Brown Jr., who was 1 of 7, and then Ryan Conwell, who was 2 of 6. Just 12 points combined for Conwell and Brown. Leading scorer for Arkansas, Trayvon Brazil. We'll have to check on his status. He went into the locker room with what appeared to be an ankle injury. Came down on the Michael Brown Jr. dunk on the and one. He was helped into the locker room. We'll have to see if Brazil is able to go for Arkansas. He is their leading scorer tonight with 17 points and 3 threes. Louisville just took the floor, and that means Paul Rogers and Bob Valvano are going to be coming along next. With the start of the second half between Arkansas and Louisville. 47-29, the Razorbacks lead it at the break. I've been William McDermott. This has been the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports Halftime Report. This is Cardinal Basketball from Learfield.
Hey Cards fans, this is Tony Collier with the Collier Law Firm. If you get injured, whether it's in the car or on the job, call us. We're your law firm, located right here in my hometown of Louisville. All of our attorneys have experience working for the insurance companies. That means we already got the other side's playbook. And unlike some of those big law firms, our attorney fees start out at 25%. Because at the Collier Law Firm, we got your back, not your wallet. So when you get injured, call your law firm. And go Cards.
Hey there, Cardinals fans. Your home deserves top-tier care and attention. That's why you can count on Southern Roofing and Renovations, your trusted local roofing expert. From the moment they arrive to the final inspection, Southern Roofing provides a guided experience from start to finish. Whether it's a quick repair or a full roof replacement, they've got you covered with the dedication and quality you can rely on. Visit southernrnr.com and see the Southern difference for yourself.
Hungry for made-from-scratch food? From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com and download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to add your name to the wait list or place it to go order online. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await. Texas Roadhouse is a proud sponsor of U of L Athletics. Legendary food, legendary service. Texas Roadhouse. Go Cards!
47-29, the lead for Arkansas at halftime over the Louisville Cardinals, biggest deficit the Cards have faced this year. Bob, there's always two sides to a story. Louisville certainly has not moved the ball as crisply or as efficiently as we are accustomed to seeing them. Some of the blame on them, but certainly Arkansas doing a good job preventing them from doing so.
Well, you know, game plans are what they are. You've got to figure out what you're going to do to execute them, and Arkansas has done that. They do not allow Louisville to pass the ball effectively as they have. They've got 6 assists on 12 field goals. They're usually a little bit higher percentage than that. And they held Louisville's shooting percentage way down, 3 of 20 behind the three-point line. They've dominated the backboards. Arkansas's got 25 rebounds to 19 for Louisville. They have 13 second-chance points. Louisville only has 7. And they've really just dominated in points off turnovers. 12 for Arkansas, none for Louisville. I mean, and again, you want to throw one more thing in the pie here? Well, Louisville's only taken 5 free throws. Arkansas has taken 18 and outscored Louisville by 12 from the free throw line. So there's no place Louisville can hang their hat right now at all. And they're going to have to do. It hasn't been very entertaining, to be honest with you, especially if you're a Louisville fan. See if they can do something to make a game of it here in the second half. But right now it's been all Razorbacks.
Trevin Brazile led all scorers with 17 first-half points. He was 6 for 7 from the field, 3 of 4 in threes, 2 of 3 free throws. He had 2 points, and then he turned his ankle, we think. But I was just given the word that he is okay. After he got up, you and I both noted he walked off the court barely limping at all. So they just informed me that he is okay to return to the game. He is the game's leading scorer. Louisville does not have a double-figure score. Brown and Conwell with 6 each. Louisville out-rebounded, as you pointed out, 25-19. And we said at the start of the game, both these teams are strong rebounding teams. Both these teams are good defensive teams, and both these teams get to the foul line frequently. And who would impose their will and win those battles? Well, so far it's been the Razorbacks. Not much question about that.
Arkansas not really a great rebounding team. They're only 178th in the NCAA at +2. Louisville's 13th in the country. That's when there's that kind of discrepancy. You've got to take care of business in that department. Louisville hasn't. Arkansas has in there the one area they have a great advantage. They are 3rd in the country in fast break points. Louisville's not even in the top 300. And Arkansas has all the fast break points in the game, 8-0. So it's been everything that Arkansas does well, they've done well. Everything that Louisville's done well, they haven't done any of it.
Arkansas will have the first possession. Cards certainly don't want to see it go to 20 right out of the gate, so they'd like to get a stop and see what kind of comeback they might be able to mount. Knox will inbound from right up midcourt. Knox had 5 first-half points. Thomas, 11, was the other player in double figures. Have it into play. Wagner gives it out top. Brazile back to Wagner on the top left to Brazile front right. Hands it off to Acuff. Turn to the top of the circle off Brazile. Pull-up jumper, close in, rolls off the rim. Rebound underneath, though, by Pringle, and then fouled. A reach in, I think maybe by McNeely. Yep. Isaac McNeely picking up his first foul for the Cards. Here comes the inbounds pass to Pringle. Throws it out to Wagner. Wagner gives out front to Acuff. Acuff rubs Conwell off a screen. Frew picks him up. Acuff very quick, much smaller. Acuff wants to attack, pulls up for a jumper over Frew. Missed it. Rebound tipped to the air. Conwell comes down with the ball. Conwell runs ahead, shovels away to Hadley, charges to the rim, flips it up, and it rolls off the rim. Hadley got it back himself and was fouled, hit right across the face right after he came down with the ball. Hit by Knox, I believe. First foul on Knox.
Louisville hasn't had the ball bounce their way tonight either. They've had a number of shots tantalizingly around the rim, won't go in.
McNeely gave the pass up on the right side to Conwell. Throws down under to Frew, but it's intercepted. Good anticipation by Wagner. Throws it ahead, and that's a bad pass over the head of Knox and out of bounds.
Arkansas's given Louisville every chance here to try and at least feel like they're back in the game. DJ Wagner has a 5-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, but turned it over then, and DJ doesn't have an assist yet in the game. 47-29. We played almost a minute. That was the halftime score. Frew gives it up on the high right. Brown to Conwell, straight on for a 3. Got it. Conwell's 9 points have come on 3 3-point field goals. Louisville has made just 4 of 21 threes tonight. Acuff takes it to the circle, passes to the left corner to Wagner. He charges underneath, reverse layup, good. Brown made a play on the ball, and it just barely got to him in time, and Wagner converted inside for his first 2 points. 49-32. Frew with the ball, gives it out to Brown, bounces to Frew, and he has it poked away by Knox. Out on the floor to Wagner. He's 1 on 3. Wagner steps by Brown, misses a shot, tip in though by Brazile. They strike on the offensive glass again. Hadley gives out front. Frew lets him run by. 19-point lead for Arkansas. Frew gives off to Brown. Brown covered up by Pringle. Brown pulls up for a mid-range jumper. Knocked down. It doesn't count. He was fouled by Knox.
Knox with his second foul, both of them here in the first 2 minutes of the second half, and Michael Brown will get to the free throw line. Unfortunately, he's 1 for 4, missed his first three before finally making one. Brown for the season shooting 86% at the stripe. Here comes his free throw, and it rolls in. Brown, the 5-star recruit out of Orlando. Here comes Richmond in for Arkansas. Brown averaging 17 points and a team-high 6 assists, and Michael has just 2 assists tonight. Free throw good. 51-34. Acuff shuffles into front court, defended by Conwell. Bounce to Pringle at the top. Into Brazil off the high left on Hadley. Brazil gets it back to Acuff. Dribbles over toward the right. Goes back behind the back. Drives it across the lane out to Brazil. Thought about shooting. Doesn't. Hadley covered him up. Gave it back to the left side. Here goes Acuff along the baseline. In deep. Kicks it out for a Wagner three. Good. Beautiful throw from baseline out to DJ Wagner.
Great pass. That was the kind of pass Louisville normally throws.
54-34. Here goes Brown driving, draws contact, puts it in. He was fouled by Pringle. The basket will count. So Pringle commits his first foul. Michael Brown beginning to pick up the pace a little bit.
Still not a lot of player movement, ball movement for Louisville, though.
Brown suddenly double figures with 10. Last game of 9 points was his only short of double-figure scoring game, but he did have 5 rebounds and 7 assists. Brown will try to complete a three-point play here. 54-36, 17-19 to play in the game. Louisville trailed at the half, 47-29. Brown 3 of 6, missed 3 and then made his next 3. This one's good. Completes the three-point play. 54-37. Acuff gets the ball to Pringle out straight at the top. Throws over on the left sideline. Knox picks up his dribble, gives back to Acuff out near midcourt. Drives on Brown. Turns into the lane, throws one up off balance, misses, and Frew with a strong rebound. Pringle tried to knock it away, but Frew secured it. Brown trots ahead for the Cards. Pulls up for a deep three. No good. Slam dunk followed by Frew. So now they have a nice game for the Cards. And we're going to get a timeout from John Calipari. Sonanda Frew has 10 points and 6 rebounds, and that follow-up stuff makes it a 54-39 score. The lead belongs to Arkansas, and we'll take a timeout. You're listening to Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Thinking about digging, planting a tree, putting up a fence? Hold that shovel before you break ground. Head to Kentucky811.org or call 811. It's quick, it's free, and yep, it's the law. Submit your request online or call before you dig. Member utility pros will mark where the underground lines are. Don't risk the injury, service outages, penalties, or costly repairs. Safety is in your hands. 811 before you dig. Sponsored by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Just like the Cards, Tom Drexler Plumbing, Air, and Electric believes in being the best. That's why only the best technicians wear the Tom Drexler uniform. Remember, dial 1 Tom Drexler for all your plumbing, heating, air, and electric needs. Louisville trying to mount a comeback. They were down by 18 at the half. They've outscored Arkansas 10-7 to start the second half. Interesting series between these two, Bob. 4-4 all time, but 6 of the 8 games are NCAA tournament games, including some memorable ones. Everybody remembers, would like to forget, but remembers the U.S. Reed three-quarter court shot that doomed Louisville in the 1981 NCAA tournament. But in 1983, Louisville got a last-second tip-in from Scooter McCrae to beat Arkansas in Knoxville in the regional, and that set up the first dream game between Louisville and Kentucky that sent Louisville to the Final Four when they won that overtime matchup. Of course, it was after that Louisville and Kentucky started playing on an annual basis, so you could thank Arkansas for that at least.
Weird thing is, I think you mentioned it, but the only 2 times they didn't play in the tournament, each team won on the other's home court, so they were not able to get a win at home. But right now, the Razorbacks look like they're determined to change that. What a good start to this game they've had.
The last time they played was the mauling in Maui back in 2022 when Louisville opened the tournament with that lopsided loss to the Razorbacks. 80-54 was the score of that game. Do you remember anything about it? It was a pretty day. Being miserable the whole time. For 3 games.
You got to be, I hate to be cruel, but you got to have a bad team to be miserable in Maui.
Yeah. Arkansas possession. Here is Knox out at the top, drives on Conwell, gets in close and puts it up, and it rolls off the rim, batted around, picked up by Woolley, dashes up the middle of the floor, 3-on-3. Woolley slows, now brings it back out, gives it over to Conwell. Conwell searching to the left side, a Hadley 3 over Brazil, buried it.
Well, now it's getting interesting because this team has had a history of losing leads late.
First 3 points for Hadley tonight.
Be in the back of their minds.
Louisville has scored 8 straight over the last minute plus. Acuff on the dribble out front, gives to Pringle. Pringle out deep. Frew sags, gives him some space. Hands off to Acuff, feeds in under. There's Pringle, and he put it in. Fought through the contact and scored. His first 2 points. 56-42 Razorbacks. Here's Brown. Throws down to Frew. Kicks left corner to Woolley. Out better ball movement. A Conwell 3. No good. And the rebound kicks outside and is picked up by Wagner. Louisville did move the ball better on that possession. Here's Brazil pulling up. Brazil at the high left, holding it. Searching, finds Acuff out front. Acuff on a back and forth dribble, but going nowhere on Conwell. Acuff slides a little closer, kicks the left corner to Brazil. Covered up by Woolley. Brazil almost toppled out of bounds. Now drives the lane and got a little bit of a bump from Woolley for a foul. That's the 4th foul on Woolley. He's had a hard time staying in the game. He's picked up his 4th foul, and we'll get to a timeout with the score 56-42 in favor of Arkansas. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Cards fans, playing in the ACC takes grit and determination with a reliable team backing you up. Same goes for your trash service. That's why so many rely on Rumpke Waste and Recycling. We've been in the game for more than 90 years, and our playbook is all about dependable service. Need an open-top dumpster for a job site? A container for your business? Trash and recycling service at your home? There's only one team, Rumpke. Learn more and start service today at rumpke.com. Rumpke, waste and recycling done right.
Hey Cards fans, this is Tony Collier with the Collier Law Firm. If you get injured, whether it's in the car or on the job, call us. We're your law firm, located right here in my hometown of Louisville. All of our attorneys have experience working for the insurance companies. That means we already got the other side's playbook. And unlike some of those big law firms, our attorney fees start out at 25%. Because at the Collier Law Firm, we got your back, not your wallet. So when you get injured, call your law firm and go Cards.
When the Cards win, you win half-off pizza from Papa John's. The day after a Louisville men's or women's basketball victory, you get 50% off any pizza at the regular menu price. Use code CARDSWIN to redeem at participating Louisville area Papa John's locations. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Paul Rogers with Bob Valvano in Fayetteville, Arkansas, where the Cards are going to be hard-pressed to win this one, although they have made some headway. Trailing by 18 at the half. They've outscored Arkansas 13-9 to start the second half. It's 56-42 Razorbacks with 15-16 to play.
Well, in each segment we give a dot if a team wins that segment by 3 or more. That's the first dot Louisville's gotten all night. They won that segment by 4. Going to take a few more of those. Arkansas on the night has accrued 6 dots. So Louisville's got some work to do, but got to start somewhere. That was a much better episode of moving the basketball, getting some good shots. See if they can keep it going.
We are located right in the stands, about halfway up the lower bowl, and thankfully, the man, and by the way, I'll credit him, he's the man who gave me 2 packs of M&Ms, although you stole one of them.
I did. Well, it wasn't just for you. He gave it to both of us.
He gave them to me. But anyway, he's left, so I can now see the game better.
I want to go back to the M&Ms now. He pointed to me, too. You happen to be on the end. God dang it.
But I now have an unobstructed view since he left. He kept standing in
They had a whole family there. Yeah. There was a couple of young ladies with them also. And they took some pictures and then left.
Just to say they were here.
I guess.
Check your Instagram.
Well, very important stretch right here. If Louisville can get it into single digits before the under-12 timeout, you got yourself a ball game. We'll see.
Arkansas possession from under their basket. Cards so good at defending these plays. Got burned on one tonight when they got an easy layup on an inbounds play. And they throw this one into the left for a 3 by Wagner, and that's too hard. McNeely fights for the rebound, and they knock it out of bounds. It'll be their ball. McNeely was fighting with Knox. They said it'll be Arkansas ball.
And McNeely didn't object much, so I guess he did touch it last.
And Acuff searching, finds Wagner in the right corner, doesn't shoot the 3, pushes the pass back out front to Knox. Defended by McNeely, gives to Pringle, turns and dribbles and bounces away to Wagner. DJ kicks it left corner to Knox, drives baseline, got by McNeely. Help out and blocked by Khalifa and deflected it to Rogers. Outlet pass ahead to Conwell. Ryan accelerates under the basket, reverse layup, slapped off the glass on a good block by Knox. Acuff turns back down court for the Razorbacks. Acuff bowls over Kobe Rogers, and that will be an offensive foul. Good play by Kobe. Rogers picked up 3 first-half fouls.
He just blasted him right between the 1 and the 1 on his jersey. That was an easy foul.
56-42. Hogs lead it with 14:44 to play. 3 new players check in. Thomas and Richmond along with Ewan.
No, he hasn't made one yet, but now would be a good time to run one of their sets to get McNeely coming off a screen and hit a 3 and make this thing an 11-point game.
McNeely has 3 points, but it was the old-fashioned way when he was fouled on a 2-point field goal and made the free throw. Bounce pass to Khalifa out at the top. Conwell trying to get free from Knox. He does now, gets the ball. Khalifa feeds right into the middle to Khalifa, takes a dribble. Ollie working inside on Ewan and hooks it up to the rim and throws up an air ball, and then Rogers takes a hard fall. Looks to be okay. Ewan is down. Who is the foul on? It's going to be on Kobe. Yeah, his 4th foul.
That's not the shot you wanted to see in that situation.
Yeah, Ollie threw up an air ball from about 5 feet away. It's not his best move. Arkansas will put it into play, leading 56-42. The biggest lead was 20. There comes Acuff into front court. Just over 14 minutes still to play. Acuff gives it out front to Ewan. Gives it away to Thomas. Thomas, a long 3 from straightaway is short. Pryor tries to get it, can't. Picked up underneath the basket. Ewan muscles way up and fouled by Pryor.
Rebounding domination continuing here. 32-25. And another chance for second chance points here.
Yeah, they have 13 offensive rebounds. Louisville has 9, which is bad, but being outperformed by the Hogs. Free throw, good by Ewan. Averaged 14 points and 7 rebounds last year at Florida State, averaging about half that here, and that's just his 3rd point tonight. 6'10", senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Ewan Takes a couple of bounces, and it rolls in for it. So the free throw supremacy continues. 15-5, they've outscored Louisville at the stripe. Brown for Louisville, slides off the right. Good pass to Pryor for a throwdown. An emphatic dunk by Kaysen, playing for the first time after missing a couple of games in concussion protocol. It's 58-44. Acuff gives it up to Knox on the left. Then Thomas at the high left, bounces out front again to Acuff. Bounce pass goes to Ewan. Ewan feeds it underneath. Quick catch, a pull-up short jumper, good by Acuff. That was a nice delivery by Ewan. 60-44. Here's Michael Brown, drives the rim, layup good by Brown. Michael's getting it together after a slow start, but it's 60-46 still. Over 13 minutes to go. Acuff. Pryor hedges at him and steals the ball. Kaysen Pryor ahead of everybody, and he'll throw in nope, just laid it in gently.
That's what they needed, a live ball turnover. I'm not sure he would be the one I would have nominated to one to get it, but he did. 60-48. I'm sure Kaysen's just thrilled to finally get to contribute in some way. Pass down low to Ewan. Wraparound pass out of the corner. Back out front. Acuff's three. No good. And rebound taken down by Roos. Conwell ran after it hard and deflected it to Roos. Here comes Brown again. Brown feeling it. His three bounces off. All white shirts underneath for Ewan rebound. I'm not sure I understand what they're doing.
Here's Acuff giving it up to Knox down to the left corner. Richmond three. Air ball caught by Brown.
Get out wide and pass the ball.
Michael dribbles it up court over to McNeely. Bobbled it, or he would have shot a three. Drives instead of the lane. Pivots around, fadeaway jumper, good. That is his specialty shot other than a three. Just a quick turnaround short jumper, and it's 60-50. Louisville has trimmed the lead in half. 12-10 to play. There's Acuff dribbling out on the floor. Conwell defends him, gives it up. Ewan with the ball now, guarded by Pryor. Ewan wants to work on Pryor, stops the lean-in jumper, banks it in off the glass. And as we come down court, we get a foul going to be on Richmond after Louisville brought the ball to the front court. Billy Richmond commits his third foul. And we'll get to our under 12 timeout. 11:51 left. Cards have made up a good bit of ground. They made 4 of the last 5 shots after trailing by 20. They cut it to 10. It's now 12, 62-50, and we'll be back. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Hey,
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Wouldn't you love to have all your favorite holiday songs about impaired driving in one place? Well, now you can with the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over Holiday Collection. Here's what you get. It's beginning to look a lot like jail time. DUI won't be home for Christmas. There's no place like jail for the holidays. Deck the halls, but don't wreck your car. The 12 days of jail time. Joy to the world. You plan to ride. And many more. Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
At U of L Health Heart Hospital, our world-class network of innovative experts can heal your heart, revive it, protect your heart, and even replace it. Our academic research and groundbreaking discoveries are truly life-changing because we want you to keep following your heart wherever it leads. Here, your heart is in the right place. That's the power of you. Visit uoflhealth.org.
Every Tuesday during basketball season, it's Louis Tuesday at Mike's Car Wash. Get $5 off Mike's top 2 washes. Mike is open daily from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. Well, it's 62-50. Arkansas leads Louisville, and while 12 points isn't comfortable, it's a lot better than it was. The Cards have trailed by 20 points. And you made the comment around that time, Bob, that if this pace of a game, a 20-point margin, certainly isn't easy, but it's not like if you were playing in a slow-paced game. There are opportunities to make a comeback.
Yeah, and Louisville shooting here. What's the difference? Well, in this half, they're shooting 57%. After a first half where they were just dismal, the first half Louisville able to shoot the ball only at a percentage of 33% and 15% behind the three-point line. So they're doing a little bit better, no question about that. Rebounding is even in the second half, 8-8. This is an opportunity here. They'll have the ball. They make it 3. They'll cut it to 9. Just at the under 12-minute mark here. And as I said, Arkansas has been haunted by guards making very bad decisions at the ends of games if it's been close. So Louisville can get it close and put the pressure on them late. And they're not going to be playing with the utmost of confidence.
11:51 to play in the game. Louisville basketball in right front court, right in front of their bench. Isaac McNeely bluffs the pass, throws it back out toward midcourt to Brown. Michael Brown is heated up here in the second half. Brown gives the ball up to Hadley, bobbling it right back to Brown. Michael finds McNeely on the left wing, can't get off the shot. McNeely now drives baseline, gets in deep, pivots, and gets it back out to Brown. 8 to shoot. Brown out front to Woolley. Here's Woolley at the top of the circle to Brown. Long three by Michael. Good!
That was a big shot, but boy, they defended that well. Louisville was trying to run a set play. Now they've got it to single digits.
16 points suddenly for Brown, and it's 62-53. There goes Wagner taking it inside. He runs and lays it up off the rim, but he was fouled on the drive by Brown. Second foul on Michael. 62-53, 11-12 to play.
Your M&M boys back.
Yeah, and they're posing for pictures blocking my view again. Here comes a free throw from Wagner, who has 7 points in the game. Thanks a lot. Now he's doing it on purpose, waving at me. Missed free throw by Wagner.
He did give you M&Ms.
That only counts for so much. Wagner shoots and misses another one, so the Cards have the rebound. They have the ball down by 9, 62-53. 11 minutes to play. Here's Woolley, skips on the left side. And defended by Brazil. Gets to Frew. McNeely goes around Frew and gets it. McNeely whips it to Frew underneath the basket, kicks left corner. Woolley sidesteps defender, shoots a 3, nails it.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
62-56, and we're only halfway through the half. Louisville trailed by 20 not long ago at 54-34. There goes a drive by Wagner underneath the basket, blocked by Frew, I think, but picked up and put back in by Ewan.
Really hurt.
Long pass down court quickly to Hadley. Hadley drives the lane. His runner comes up short. Rebound taken down by Thomas. Thomas trots up court. Bobbles the dribble, recovers it out near midcourt. Defended by Hadley, gives it up to Brazil. McNeely on him. Brazil doesn't hand to Wagner when he runs by, gives now to Thomas. Thomas out front on the bounce, working on Hadley. Jumps into the lane, scoops one up, and no good. Rebound slapped off the glass, batted around, saved it in bounds in the corner by Ewan. Threw it off of Hadley first, and then Frew tried to get it, but could not get the ball in time. Good hustle by both teams, just went off Louisville's.
I wonder if anybody on the bench noticed. I don't think that shot hit the rim. That might be a shot clock violation.
We're halfway through the second half, 64-56, Arkansas leading it.
They gave them a new 20 on the shot clock, but I'm not sure that hit the rim.
Out near the corner, the inbounds pass will come into Pringle. Pringle hands away out to Thomas. Thomas goes back toward the middle, feeds it down to Pringle. Hadley right there to bottle him up, gives it back outside. There goes Thomas, pulls up with the right side jumper. Got a tough shot by Thomas. First two in the second half for the freshman. He's had a big game. Thomas has 13 points. Here's Conwell. Stops out front, goes over to Hadley. Now to McNeely, left wing three. McNeely missed it. And I guess a whistle blew. I didn't hear a thing, but all of a sudden play stopped, and we do have a foul called against Arkansas.
The M&M family blocked your view, but yes, it's going to be a 3-shot free throw situation, I think.
Foul was called on Brazil. That's his first. So 3 free throws for McNeely. Isaac is 5 for 7 this year. 7 points tonight. And the first one goes in. McNeely with the second one. Good. Doesn't really put a whole lot of arc on his free throws, but he's accurate.
Not taking his time either.
He was over 80% last year at Virginia. 66-58, 9:32 to go. And the hat trick. And a timeout called by Louisville, 9:32 to play. 66-59. Louisville has climbed to within 7 points. They trailed by 20 with 17:30 to go, 54-34. So the Cards have mounted a substantial comeback here in the late going before a very hostile crowd here in Fayetteville. You know, we talked about this a little bit before the game, Bob, that it seemed like Arkansas's two best games were their two losses. They lost close games to Duke and Michigan State, and other than that, their wins weren't all that impressive. But they have played the role tonight most of the way, although Louisville making it a little tighter now.
Well, they played to the level of their competition to some degree, and tonight they really rose to the level of their competition. They took it to Louisville in every meaningful way, but I will say this has been far from Louisville's best game or even a good game, and yet they're still in there digging. They're grinding right now. Got it to 7.
They've outscored them 30-19 in the second half, and Louisville is shooting 57% in the second half.
They're starting to get to the free throw line.
Arkansas possession. Here comes Acuff into front court. Acuff with Brown defending him. Goes behind the screen. Now Brown is on Brazil. Brazil takes it down the right side of the lane. Works it in a little closer in the lane. Turnaround jump hook. A lousy shot. I don't know what he was doing there. And it's picked up by Brown. Sends it ahead to Conwell. Left wing three. No good. Great look. Just bounced off to Thomas.
I love any time he tees it up, but they had numbers there. Maybe they could have taken it to the rim.
There goes Acuff at the top. Takes it down on Frew. Kicks the left corner along the baseline as Richmond gives it off to Pringle. Missed it from in close. Tries to get it back, and finally Hadley secures it. Gives it over to Brown. Louisville trailing by just 7. Hadley drives it. Shoves it up and in.
That's what I wanted to see him do last time. Take it to the rim.
66-61, 5-point lead for Arkansas. Acuff steps into front court. Guarded by Brown. Thomas goes across, gets it on the left sideline. Thomas brings it to the middle. Kicks it out to Richmond. Jumps into the lane. Puts up a shot that misses, but fouled on the shot by Conwell. Just the second foul on Conwell. Louisville has committed 6 fouls, but that was a shooting foul, so free throws on the way. They still have the big free throw advantage. Not quite as bad, but still significant. 16 of 22. Louisville's 8 of 11. And Richmond at the free throw line, where he's made both of his free throws and has 6 points tonight. Sophomore from Memphis. Arkansas shoots 80% as a team at the stripe, and they're doing it tonight. That one is good. Pryor returns for the Cards.
Has made his presence felt. 2 dunks, well, a steal and a soft dunk, and then one emphatic dunk. 4 points.
Richmond shoots it up and in. 68-61, 8:20 to play in the game. Cardinals ball. They come to their feet again here at Bud Walton Arena. Brown from the right. Feeds it down low right. Along the baseline goes Conwell. Reverse layup, good for Conwell.
They're trying to get McNeely a 3 at the top, and I'll tell you, Arkansas has really defended very well, but because they were so spread out, Conwell had a driving lane.
5-point difference. Here's Acuff at the high right. Brown on him, gives it out front to Pringle, drops it over to Richmond. Sends it down over to the high left side. There goes Thomas to the baseline, cut off by Conwell, and he scores anyway. 70-63, the Cards attack quickly. Brown in front court. Brown feeds it off to Frew. Frying slam attempt was blocked. Arkansas runs the other way, but Pryor knocked it away, but he was on the sideline before he could secure the ball. That'll get us to a timeout. 7:28 to play. 70-63, Arkansas leads. We'll check some other scores when we come back. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
The Galt House Hotel is ready to be your legendary Louisville destination. We have your answer to that long overdue date night or reunion with friends. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner in Walker's Exchange, dinner with waterfront views at Swizzle, or happy hours before the big game at Down One Bourbon Bar, your visit will be nothing short of legendary at the Galt House Hotel, the official hotel partner of the Louisville Cardinals.
Toyotathon is on, and there's no better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota, like the best-selling Toyota Camry. Now through January 5th, get 4.75 APR financing on remaining new 25 Camrys, or lease a new 26 Camry LE for $269 a month for 39 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details, or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Progressive knows RV owners like to travel at a nice, relaxing pace. Just like this commercial. They're not rushing to a departure gate at the airport because they depart from their driveway. And they can relax even more knowing they're protected by Progressive. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
(70-63), Arkansas leads the Cardinals. Check the scoreboard, Bob.
Got it? I got so busy looking for your recorder, I don't have the scores up. But I will. I promise. Here we go. Here's what we got going on. A lot of action of top 25 teams and obviously some other games going on as well in this ACC SEC Challenge. The top 25 teams in the ACC SEC Challenge. Clemson is storming back against number 12 Alabama. 8 minutes to go in that game. Alabama clinging to a 4-point lead. They had a big lead in that one. Number 22 IU is being upset on the road at Minnesota. Minnesota leads them 71-64. Also top 25 action. Iowa State all over Alcorn 31-25. BYU and I'm not sure who this is, who they're playing, but they're ahead very early in that game, 9-5. Other games in the ACC SEC Challenge where we have some scores. Boston College is in action, and they have a 3-point lead on LSU with a minute to go in the game there. So BC trying to get another win for the ACC. Elsewhere, SMU will take on Vanderbilt. North Carolina State will take on Auburn. UVA will take on Texas. Georgia Tech will take on Mississippi State. All of those coming up later in part of the ACC SEC Challenge.
Scoreboard brought to you by Clark & Riggs, providing business solutions for over 20 years. Visit Clark & Riggs at morethanaprinter.com. Louisville has put together a gallant comeback, trailing by 7 after being behind by 20. Nolan Richardson in the house tonight, coached Arkansas to the 1994 National Championship.
40 minutes of hell, wasn't that his?
Yep. And then they got to where things kind of went south. They started calling it 40 minutes. Well, what the hell?
I never heard that. It's kind of funny. All right, big possession here. Louisville will start defensively down 7 with 7.5 to go.
Arkansas possession. Acuff has the ball out top. Acuff guarded by Brown. Gets it from Brazil. Gets it right back now. Acuff backs away. Out the top, picked up by Frew. Shoots over a deep 3. No good. And there's Brown skying up for the rebound. Brown runs it back down court for the Cardinals. Brown across to the top. Over to the side a little bit. Backs away again. Brown, a lot of dribbling. Brown on the attack now. Kicks it over to Pryor. Pryor has to bring it back out. Woolley has it now. Back to Pryor. Gives out to Conwell. A 3 from out front contested. It comes up short and bounces right to Thomas. Not really good possession with the Cards. But again, credit the Arkansas defense. Not giving them anything easy. Here's Thomas on the dribble out front. Pryor goes at him, but doesn't get the ball. Now a feed back to Thomas, running layup good. That's a slick pass to get it to Thomas underneath.
Danger when you go for the steal, as Pryor don't get it. Your man's got a clear path.
72-63. Here's a foul as Thomas reaches and grabs Conwell as he starts to drive by him. Thomas picks up his second foul, 17 points for the freshman. Brazil has 19, but nearly all of his came in a red-hot start to the game.
I think Louisville's got in the bonus now, aren't they? They are.
That they are.
The line.
One in the bonus for Conwell, an 82% free throw shooter. 11 points for Conwell tonight. It has turned the ball over 5 times. Conwell, the leading scorer for the Cards, at 20 points per game. One in the bonus here. Conwell out of Indianapolis. The smooth left-hander gets it to draw the bonus. Played at USF, Indiana State, and Xavier before coming to Louisville. Made the move after his coach left each year. Free throw, good. 7-point game again, 72-65. Acuff has it near the midcourt circle. Gives it over to Thomas on the high left. Thomas goes away from his screen. Conwell chases him. Gets it back out front to Brazil. Dribbles to the right. Hands it away to Acuff. Hadley closely guarding him. Shot clock at 8. Acuff kicks left corner. There's a 3 by Thomas. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be a foul on through. Trying to go after the ball, and he collided and picked up his second foul.
That'll make 7 on Louisville, so they will shoot free throws. This very good free throw shooting team. 80% as a team. That's extraordinarily high.
A little below that so far tonight, 75% on 18 out of 24. Frew was going for the rebound and collided with Richmond, and that's why Richmond goes to the line where he's 4 for 4 tonight. Richmond with 8 points and 4 rebounds. Originally committed to Kentucky, hits the free throw, and then came here to Arkansas when Coach Cal left UK. 5 for 5 at the stripe for the Memphis sophomore. 73-65 Razorbacks. Louisville got within 7. I don't think they got close to that. Did they? 6 one time?
Yeah.
Still perfect. 6 for 6 as Richmond hits it. They'll come to their feet again here at Bud Walton Arena. Brown dribbling out near midcourt for the Cardinals. Feeds Woolley. Brown gets it back. Brown dribbles through a gap, gets in close. Layup good by Michael Brown. 18 for the freshman. 74-67. 5.5 minutes to play. Acuff gave the ball up. Here's Brazil. Handoff on the left. Back out front again to Acuff. Brown shades him over to the left. He drives on Frew. Gets underneath and put it up and in. Avoided Frew somehow and scored. Freshman from Detroit, playing like the 5-star he is tonight. Here's Conwell for Louisville. Conwell out top. Gives over to Brown. Brown straight out front. Here comes a screen from Frew. Brown fights the hedge, now drives it. Brown gets underneath, scoops it up and in. Just did topple over the rim.
Wild shot there, how he got that to the rim. They got to get some stops. This is where having foul trouble on both Rogers and Woolley hurts, because they're the guys who get steals, and there are 4 fouls each on them. Well, they've been on the bench. 76-69, Arkansas with the lead and the ball. Brown now with a 20-point game. Here's Acuff weaving his way to the rim. Layup, good, and fouled by Frew, who tried to block the shot. Frew commits his 3rd foul. Acuff puts in his 12th point, and he'll be at the line for one more. They're going to have to stop switching that. They're just wearing that out. They're just bringing him to the top, having his man set a ball screen, and then getting Frew to switch over on him. He can't guard it. He's going right by him and making layups, and this time making it worse, not only not stopping him, but fouling him.
Acuff, a 76% free throw shooter, back at the line. The freshman averages 17 points per game and 4.5 assists. Hits the free throw. Acuff has 9 assists in the game additionally tonight. 79-69, Louisville with the possession. Brown backpedals back to near midcourt. Here comes a screen from Frew. A hedge. And the pass over to the corner. Bobbled, but picked up by Hadley. Jumper in the lane, good by Javon Hadley.
Trading baskets is not going to be good enough. They got to get a stop.
All 7 of Hadley's points have come here in the second half. It's 79-71, 4:18 to play. Acuff continues on the bounce.
Here's the screen for the switch.
Acuff out at the top. Acuff guarded by Conwell. Here comes the screen. Fights over the top of it. Conwell stays with Acuff, shoots a jumper, and it misses, and it comes down to McNeely.
See, they didn't switch that time. They got to stop.
Here comes McNeely for the Cards. McNeely drives the lane, gets in close, spins around, kicks it back out to Frew. Frew at three-point range. Hands away to Brown. Got a little bump, but maintained control of the ball. Brown drives left baseline, gets in deep, whips it out front, and threw it away right to Brazil. 79-71 lead, and the ball. Conwell goes for a backcourt steal. Crowd wanted a foul. 10-second count, maybe. Yes, 10-second count. When Conwell went for the ball, Acuff avoided him. Conwell came close to fouling him, and they're going to call a 10-second violation, and the Cards will get it back on a turnover with 3:35 left. Coach Kelsey is coming out of the floor to talk to the officials about it. They made the 10-second call, but there seems to be some question. Well, we'll take our break and come back and see, but it appears that Louisville have the ball trailing 79-71. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
The year-end clearance sale is going on now at your local Honda dealer. Honda cars, SUVs, and trucks are on clearance during Happy Honda Days. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. 2025 Accords, Pilots, and Ridgelines are on clearance. Plus, see big savings on the full Honda line, like financing as low as 0.99% APR on the new 2025 Ridgeline. Don't miss Happy Honda Days. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 1/5/26.
Cards fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer sponsor of the Louisville Cardinals, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Hurt in the car? Call Sam Aguiar.
I'm attorney Sam Aguiar. Car crashes aren't just accidents. They happen for a reason, and they can change lives in an instant. At Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers, we handle everything to hold the insurance company accountable. That way you can focus on healing. Your recovery is too important to leave to chance. So if you've been in an accident, check us out online at themanSam.com or give us a call, 502-888-8888.
How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV? Go to syncmygame.com and find out how to do that. Louisville Cardinals down by 8 points here with 3.5 minutes to go. They trail by as many as 20, but it is now 79-71. Arkansas leading it with 3.5 minutes left to play in the game.
That was a good segment for Arkansas. They just had to do what they did, which was trade baskets. Louisville couldn't get a stop when they needed one there, and it's going to be tough now. Not impossible. It's only 8 points, 3 possessions, but boy, they had a chance there and couldn't really get it into 5 points or less.
Last 4 minutes of the game. Here's what I need. No one sits down.
We're going to get an instructional video from Coach Cal here, telling everyone they have to stay standing here, except for the M&M's guy in front of me. He can sit down. 3:35 left to play. 79-71, Arkansas leads, and the crowd is in a frenzy. Louisville, having won its first 7 games by an average of 33 points per game. Arkansas at 5-2, but the 2 losses of 2 very good teams, Michigan State and Duke.
Much better second half for Louisville, no question. They've already scored 42 points this half, after only having 29 in the first half.
It is Louisville possession after the 10-second count. Got the ball back.
That's good because Pat is very good at the ATOs after timeouts. Draw something up here for a 3 and make this thing a 5-point game.
Brown will inbound the ball. He gets it to Conwell. Conwell at the point. Starts on the attack. Gets down deep. Scoops it up and it bounces off, but he was fouled on the shot by Thomas.
Interesting. They went for a spread the floor drive rather than looking for a 3. Again, you start thinking of possessions. If he can make both free throws, it's a 2-possession game.
Third foul on Thomas. Conwell has 13 points in the game, made both of his free throws a short time ago. Can trim it back to 6. He hits it, 79-72. Here comes Kobe Rogers back in replacing McNeely. Kobe has 4 fouls in the game. Conwell with the free throw, got it. 79-73, 3.5 minutes to go. Cardinals in a full court press. Thomas in back court. Thomas gets it into front court, splits 2 defenders to get there. Thomas hands it away to Acuff. Acuff defended by Rogers. Acuff working at the point. Acuff goes away from a screen, kicks it over to left wing, left corner. He doesn't shoot. There goes Brazil, stumbling and losing the ball and dropped it out of bounds. Oh, it was hit by Frew, unfortunately, and went over the baseline with 5 on the shot clock. Arkansas will inbound with 5 to shoot from under their own basket. Acuff is out of bounds. Gets it into the left to Thomas. Short jumper, high off the glass, bounces off. Tipped off the glass, got back and a foul. Foul on the follow attempt by Ewan. Conwell commits his 3rd foul, but they'll be at the line for 2.
They have really done their coach proud with their rebounding tonight. I'm sure he read the riot act to them, and they've responded.
41-32 rebounding and offensive board 17-9. Ewan 8 points and 2 for 2 at the line. Ewan also has 8 rebounds, the leading rebounder in the game. Here's Ewan's free throw, rolls in. Ewan, the senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia, shoots it good again. They've been on target at the free throw line. 79% on 23 of 29, and the lead is back to 7 with under 3 minutes to play. Conwell for Louisville. Gives it to the left wing, a 3 by McNeely goes down.
His first 3,
80-76, 2:42 to go. Here's Brazil. Goes by, gets it back out to Acuff. Acuff spin dribble. Floats it up. There's a throw down by Brazil. 83-76. Nearing the 2-minute mark, Michael Brown, a long 3 by Michael. Could have got a better shot than that, I think, but Hadley does rebound it. Back to McNeely out front 3. No good by McNeely, and he heads out of bounds. It'll be Arkansas ball. .210 to play. 83-76, the Arkansas lead. Louisville has won its first 7, but it'll be tough to pull it out from here. But they'll keep the pressure on in backcourt. Double team trap when they get it to the middle of the floor. Then over to the sideline, and Acuff is in the front court. Acuff defended by Rogers. Inside 2 minutes now. Acuff continues to dribble. Gets by Rogers, gets in under, scoops it up and in. Just a flat beat off the dribble. Here's a pull-up 3, Conwell. That doesn't go. Rebound chased down by Rogers. Back to Brown. Long 3. No good. And the Cards a little desperate with their shots down. They don't quite need to be yet. Arkansas has the ball back at an 85-76 lead. Acuff out near midcourt. Crowd on their feet. 1:28 to go. Acuff still on the bounce. 10 to shoot now. Acuff drives it, throws one up that comes off the iron and underneath, a tie-up on the rebound and a foul maybe. Conwell tried to rip it away from Ewan and was called for the foul.
This is, it's a nice problem to have, but when you haven't had any experience having to play from behind late, they look like a team that hasn't been through that. They've taken some rush shots. There's plenty of time. It was a 3-possession game.
I felt like they got a little bit in a hurry on those really long shots.
Yeah.
So Ewan at the free throw line, he's made all 4 of his. 1:18 to go, 85-76. And he stays perfect. 11 points for Ewan.
Also locations are at theGameNashville.com.
During a double-double.
Right like on their average, shooting 80% from the line tonight.
Now they made 24 of 30. Louisville just 12 of 15. Being outscored by 10 tonight at the stripe. Something Louisville normally does to its opponents. And he hits a 6 without a miss, and the lead is back to 11 with 1:18 to go. Michael Brown brings it up court. Brown on the dribble, spins into the lane, kicks it back out front, and almost threw it away, but Frew recovered it near midcourt. Frew to Conwell. Now they can't dally too long. Here's Conwell, feeds inside for a dunk by Frew, and timeout for Louisville. I kind of wish they'd been that patient on those 3 previous possessions.
I bit my tongue. I was thinking the exact same thing.
1 minute to go, 87-78. Arkansas leads the Cards. Been pretty much the type of game I expected, Bob. It's been a good game. It's gotten closer after that big lead they had in the first half. But we talked about the things that were the vital parts of the game, and Arkansas has done those things for the most part.
They got to the line way more than Louisville, and they didn't let Louisville's rebounding advantage bother them. They did a good job of not allowing Louisville to have ball movement. So when they get ball movement, that's when they get the good shots. They can't even take pleasure in the fact it's a palindrome score right now, 87-78. Minute exactly to go.
Arkansas only has 14 assists in the game. Louisville has 13 assists. The Cards are averaging 20 assists per contest.
But to your point, Paul, Louisville, remember, was down 14 at the under 8-minute timeout in the first half. That means for the last 28 minutes, they're down 14. They've outscored them. They got it to 6. So they've actually, in the last 14 minutes of the game, won by 5. So it's just that horrible start that has put them in this hole.
Yeah, really did. They outscored them by 9 in the second half. Might get a 50-point half. They get through the press. Oh, they got it down low. There's Richmond, and he traveled. Yeah, Richmond hesitated, took a step. The Cards are going to get the ball back with 51.9 to go, 87-78.
Cal. Kelsey substituting offense for defense. He brings Rogers in defensively and then brings him out. Puts his 3 gunners in there in the backcourt.
Conwell searching, looking, gets into play to Hadley. Here comes Hadley into front court. Hadley shovels away to Conwell and hit from behind as he let a 3 go and knocked out of bounds. It was not a foul. Hit the ball from behind.
Louisville got a break there too. They weren't allowed to run the baseline. They hadn't scored as a travel. And he moved a good 8-10 feet on the baseline. Got away with it.
Brown will inbound from underneath. Brown lobs it deep to Frew. Hands to McNeely. Isaac launches a long one that barely catches the front of the rim and bounces to Acuff. And then a foul by Conwell in backcourt.
He's done.
Conwell fouls out. He'll leave the game with 15 points. 87-78 with 37 seconds left to play. Looks like the Cards are going to be saddled with their first defeat of the season. But these are good learning situations. Tough crowd on the road, good team. Cards overcame a horrific start to make it a battle. Just couldn't quite close the deal. Acuff at the stripe. The freshman with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists, and there is his 16-point. Acuff was a 5-star recruit from Detroit. This one is short, but it does roll over and in. 89-78, 36 seconds. Here comes Brown, pulls up for a long three. It draws a foul. Went out of his way, I think, to draw it, and Richmond took the bait. Richmond's fourth foul will send Brown to the stripe.
Well, that's better than if he made it, assuming he can make the free throws for the obvious reason. They score, don't lose any time.
Acuff and Brown are exchanging some words, and Doug Schell's had to get in and separate them.
Bad foul.
Brown missed his first 3 free throws tonight, but has since made 4 in a row. And Michael has 20 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and misses the free throw. He does have 2 more coming, fouled on the 3-point attempt. 89-78, 32 seconds to play. Brown shoots, good. McNeely and Rogers check, or McNeely checks out, and Rogers comes into the game. All right, my favorite cheer. When you say this, you're saying we're not very good. Brown hits the free throw.
Yeah, I agree with you.
89-80. Backcourt pressure on Acuff. Bounces it out to Ewan, and Ewan is fouled from behind by Hadley. When you cheer overrated, you are cheapening your own team's win. I don't understand why people think that's a good cheer.
But fans are not always the most logical thinkers.
No, they're not. Unlike you and me, are so logical at all times. Ewan at the stripe. Big second half for him. He has 12 points and 9 rebounds. Only had 2 points at the half. And he rolls off the free throw. He had made 6 in a row until that one. 27 seconds left, 89-80. Well, thanking for small favors, I'm glad it didn't turn out to be the 20-point blowout.
Oh, yeah.
Got a little bit of run at him. Missed again on the free throw. Through rebounds. Cardinals bring it ahead with 24 seconds. Here comes Brown. Michael hoists another long three, and it goes over the backboard and out of bounds. I wouldn't mind Michael passing it once or twice, maybe, before it's rather just come down and launch it, but you're kind of trying to get what you can as quick as you can, I guess.
You needed 3 possessions, so you had to go quick.
Inbounds pass comes to Ewan. I think Coach Kelsey told him not to foul. They do keep the pressure on in backcourt. 10 seconds into front court now, and the Cards will let it go. And the big roar goes up here at Bud Walton Arena as the final seconds tick off the clock. Warm handshake between Coach Cal and Pat Kelsey and the Arkansas Razorbacks.